welcome lads, welcome. About to put that on multi-guest. Oh yeah, alright user. That is fucking weird, bro. thing. How you doing? Is the audio okay, mate? How you doing? Is the audio alright? I've just set up my fucking mic for the first time on this shit for a long time. How you doing? And could you hear the music in the background as well, mate? Sick. Using my using the mic that I bought in uni, funny enough. Good old road, bro. But yeah, basically just waiting to get a few more people in, and we can start getting into the crux of the thing that we're gonna be talking about, mate. So yeah, basically this is there's like a large project inside in Ascot that we're basically doing, and basically let me show you the original. This is weird. So initially it's like this, a bit smaller, but it got planning permission. But it got planning permission to get extended. It extended basically this wall up here, and then you basically just shorten this little conservatory area, and just spread it up into the rest of the main house. Yeah, sure, fuck it, rise. Let me see if I can accept. Oh, there you go. Hey, bro, how you doing? You right? Sick. Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing TikTok live on my PC, bro. What are you saying, Zamala? I can't see what you're showing, mate. Your screen's not. Oh, there you go. Oh, sick. That's a very nice extension, bro. Those patio doors look sick. Patio doors are nice, letting in as much light as possible, but it looks good, bro. What you could do with is cheeky little loft conversion. That's good. Left the meter behind. Left the meter from the boundary, which is good. At least the meter from the boundary, because you got a manhole there. It's pretty good, bro. Did you knock up this extension yourself? Only thing I would say is probably making making drainage channels along the perimeter of your building, mainly so it just helps with your groundwater management, bro. Oh shit, is that you, Google, up there? Yeah. Only thing I would recommend is them drainage channels right by the foot of your building, mainly because it helps with keeping water away from your building and drains it out into the ground properly. Those are some nice fucking windows, bro. Big up Gulgupe, how you doing, bruv? It's a very nice extension. You banged that out yourself, bro? Yeah, you see, like, bro, you see right down there where your brick meets the ground, where your brick meets the ground right there. That you should ideally put like a 4-inch drainage channel right down there. That's just so like any wind-driven rain that hits the walls and goes into the ground and whatnot, it won't like settle and won't cause like subside, and won't cause the block paving to subside. So it is always advisable to have the drainage channels on either side of the blocks just to make sure the water's draining off and you don't get your blocks then eventually subsiding, bro. I'm well, Google Play. I'm well, just vibing. This is gonna be a series of lives that are gonna be happening just to ascertain basically what's what. Effectively getting community-led developments, getting community-led developments up and running basically because there's a lot going on. Going on.
Hey guys,
Bit, bit of Google Bear. Just need to. Wait, are you? By the way,
you alright? My house much of a melody blessing.
when you guys are when you're speaking, can you hear yourself? Can you hear yourself echo? Because I can't really view the live on my phone.
I'm gonna call you guys when I want a house built in Afghan.
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. Yeah, of course. Because the thing is, you gotta, you gotta invest in the houses that
Oh,
you
your
can.
voice is so low, mate, and you got such a loud music on.
Oh shit. Let's try this. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine, thank you.
Can you hear?
Just turn the music off.
I
Do you
like the
really
music.
need it?
Yeah, it's a nice
When
chill vibe. Nice
when
chill.
I'm here and Piaz is here.
Wait,
What do you call garlic? I'm gonna change my name to garlic.
garlic.
Or
Yeah.
two.
Oh, dude,
Two.
change your name to Adrak. You got Ganda, you got Ganda, Adrak, Lasan.
He just called me Ganda. I'm a Ganda.
That's an onion. Old
People say I'm a.
old school.
People
That's
say I'm Ganda means onion.
yeah, Ganda, Gande. Like
Oh,
so Ganda means like dirty. Ganda like
yeah,
means means onion.
yeah. But people do say I'm a dirty bitch. I'm like, no, I'm not a dirty bitch. I'm a pretty bitch. Have to correct people in it. Oh my gosh, mashallah, good
Oh shit.
designs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Basically, I was just showing this off to Onion, saying right. Basically, this property was basically
Yeah,
client came up.
mashallah.
Is based up in
I pray you don't get
Ascot.
another.
Ah, I won't, because we were God,
You know,
bro.
someone called me a Paki ho. I'm like, I'm not even a Paki. I'm not even a ho.
Bro,
If I was that, I would be an escort. You know, like one of them high class ones, innit?
I got
Do you
called.
not think like
I got,
Imran Khan type could be type?
bro. I got called a Pakistani for pointing out like the issues that the pointing out the problems
I
in
just
Britain.
see like India Park, Afghan same because it was once upon a time same, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay, go on. What's that?
So basically, this is like one of my clients' jobs that I'm currently working on. Basically, he's getting an extension done where, basically the back basically these are like a mishmash of like buildings that have somehow been approved. Now councils hate they hate getting shit like this approved because they know that A is just taking the piss in terms of like space wise because with something like this this can easily turn into a 10-bedroom house basically. Now this is about let's see it's about 30 meters wide and
What if someone copies your designs?
oh, it's the thing is like designs are like one thing, but it's just with these designs, it's just it's more open to interpretation if that makes sense. So what I tend to see and put forward ends up being it's not something that a person can really replicate unless like they're in my fucking head. Because the thing is, there's obviously good design, there's bad design, but ultimately, like with for example, with good design, like if you're looking at this, you can see like internally it's quite disjointed the houses are well the rooms are just like mishmash because you got this little cottage over here that was made like this little cottage and this garage that was made after the fact and I think my fucking thing is
You are definitely making me a house in Afghan.
I mean,
Could you make a house out of caves?
What easy? Like we even learned about fucking rammed earth. There's a lot of different types of building techniques. To be honest, like over here, this like if you let me just get this into frame 1 second. If this decides to fucking move, 1 second.
That looks really nice, mashallah. Imagine when
Yeah.
it comes
So,
into
oh,
effect and that.
okay. So basically, this main house area over here, yeah, this is basically the main area when like the main house when it was effectively built like all those years ago, yeah.
Mm.
But basically, over time, this got like infilled with like this garage extension and this little cottage area, which they basically like Frankenstein into like one fucking building. So basically, clients come up to me. He's basically said, "Oh yeah, he got planning permission to get the extension, which basically solves a lot of the connection issues. Basically, so you can see over here where you can see over here where the additional footprints are basically being added, and I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this mouse. Sorry, excuse my profanity.
That's alright.
Yeah, this mouse is just fucking acting up. But basically, you can see
You know,
where the
I'm
green
all for
highlighted areas.
support.
Oh, it is. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, and Gunda, like the extension does actually look the extension does look pretty good, bro. Space wise,
Yeah, mashallah.
space wise is pretty fucking good. What the fuck is wrong with these mice? 1 second. My mouse was literally working like perfectly, literally like 5 minutes ago. But yeah,
Why
so
do you speak so low? Like you speak so low. Why?
well, it's
Speak a
just
bit louder.
I think I know what will help.
You know, I could be TikTok
How's that?
deaf. Yeah, that's alright. I like it
Yeah,
when it's loud.
yeah. Cause you can lower the volume, but you can't. Just see one thing. Okay, now this fucking thing is working. So, yeah, basically
Gee.
over here you can see the footprint of basically where your walls are where the walls are going to be taken out, and basically the footprint extended. Over here, for example, this conservatory, it was basically proposed. I think this is being taken back about just over a meter, about 12
Mm.
about 1200 just to reconsolidate everything. Now initially with how they did it, it would have gone into this little carport area, which at the moment they're currently using, and they didn't really want it to get affected essentially. So I think this is proposed extension. There's an additional fast floor extension as well, but so fast floor extension is pretty interesting, to be fair. Now, over numerous client meetings, the guy basically wanted everything reconsolidated. So like in the event of in the event of him turning these into like individual flats and stuff, he could easily segregate it. So effectively, this is it's just a case of keeping like your utilities, the core of your utilities like your pipes, your electrical
Yeah,
cables and
basically
stuff,
they've got
all
everything.
all zoned
Mm.
down in like relatively
Mashallah.
similar areas. So for example,
Reception.
for like your main zoning, you have your utility room over here, and basically it's
Oh yeah, I
pretty
like that it's separate. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So
nice.
it's basically straight runs all the
Mm.
way to where they need to be. Now with the kitchens as well, kitchens are
Why
gonna
you've got so
effectively
many kitchens?
oh, it's because basically this is a chef kitchen over here, main kitchen, because he's got family members living here. It's
Mm.
a Muslim family, so like they basically said to me like they don't really want so like when they have their guests come over, they don't want their guests using their
Oh
actual
yeah, yeah.
kitchen.
Mm.
So and so he's like, yeah, just put chef kitchen on the other side, so like we don't have to look at our relatives twenty
Yeah,
four seven.
that's fine.
But yeah, like
I wouldn't want to look at people as well.
yeah, same thing with the toilet facilities. Oh yeah, it's disability friendly as well. So like this WC over here and this toilet over here, they're both flat on the both on the ground floor, so this disability friendly. If any of these rooms needed to be converted into say a bedroom after the fact, could do. The first floor is basically roughed out, but basically each of the rooms have their own ensuite. Only difference is I'm basically adding a bathroom over here and just basically creating a smaller bedroom up here
You know,
because
in the bathroom, do you have a walk-in shower?
mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Mm.
with these bathrooms, because
Yeah.
of the nature of the shapes, like the client didn't want any bathtubs in. You didn't want any bathtubs in it, to be honest.
Mm.
So like effectively, what is this like? It's like these so there's like these custom showers effectively they can put in, so you
Because
can
it'll
basically enclose
benefit
it.
the older people in it when they're old.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But basically, this is quite a young family. Well, a relatively young family that
Mm.
is basically in here. So because it is a relatively young family, like they don't really they don't really mind too much about not having the bathtubs, especially because like people one thing people don't realize about bathtubs, yeah, cool, they can increase like some it can increase values
Mm.
in some cases, but when it comes down to like usabilities and such, sometimes bathtub isn't really the best because you don't really have that freedom of accessibility. That's why there's these different products out there, which is like what's it called? They're like um they're like they're called weddy board, like weddy boards or some shit like that. But basically, they're like foam boards that have got that are basically got steel wire mesh in them, and essentially allows you to basically tile on top of it, waterproof large areas at a time. But also, you can make custom shower enclosures as well. So like you can basically have like the benefits of a bath. But also having the benefits of a shower as well. So like benefits of a bath in the sense that you can easily come in you can frame out your seating area, any cubby holes for any shelves and stuff, and then all you do after the fact is just just basically tile over across the top, basically. Um, yeah, so it's quite nice
Mm.
with building tech with. It's quite nice with some building tech with how far it's come. To be fair, this little area we're doing something curved that I haven't really done before, which is these
I like that
curved
it's
curtain
like,
windows.
yeah, disability friendly and mental health friendly and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. That I mean, that's
Sensory
the
and
point.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's effectively the
And it's
point.
affordable.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So that's the oh shit. That's the point. That's the point of what we basically do, because you got to have a disability friendly. In like some of the refurbs that we've done, we've sometimes put like a whole shower suite under the staircase, mainly because like yeah you can use it as storage. Use a storage, put some shelves in, but this is actually quite underrated space, to be fair. So typically what we do, we basically put your toilet, which is basically you sitting down right about like here where this where the slope
Under
basically
the
starts,
stairs, yeah.
and then
Mm.
we put the shower tray. We usually put the shower tray like right over here at the highest point, and then basically where your door opens up to, we just put a sink over here, essentially. So it maximizes accessibility within we're just within the property, but because there's so much space in here, that's not
Mm,
really
mashallah.
needed. So this is basically divvied up into your two main reception rooms, your two main dining rooms, basically
Do
fronting
they
large
need
window
that much
access.
room though?
Hmm?
Do they need that much room?
Yeah, he's bought it specifically because of this room, because of the amount of room that it has essentially,
Mm.
and to be fair, it's gonna look very
My
nice once it's done.
favorite room is the library room.
So say again.
My favorite room is the library room.
Yeah, no, library room is going to be nice. So this initially was going to be a gym area, but just to be honest, it didn't really have like the didn't really have the right amount of space to be
That's where
an
I would
adequate gym
live in.
area. Now,
Honestly, I love books.
library rooms are actually definitely overrated, definitely underrated, I should say, because people underestimate the benefit of actually having a proper decent library room. To be honest, I mean it's that plus most people these days don't even fucking read.
Now you're going good, mashallah.
Yeah, but yeah, um, but effectively this is the type of stuff that we basically do. I mean, obviously there is.
I like it that like you guys are so busy and you're not like little boys on TikTok
Oh no no no.
causing destruction and problems and issues.
Yeah, and you know
I
what?
like that
To,
you guys are busy.
and you know what it is to go further on to go further into that as well. Yeah, like what people have been on here for about what fucking 5 years plus. like
It is.
5 years plus, and they're still doing the
Yeah,
same bond
fucking
banga.
hell.
And like the thing is, they don't really like. I mean, they've just created too much division, in my opinion, and
Mm,
that's why we basically doing this shit, because like it's a way for us to, I mean, get into community led developments and start giving further accessibilities to communities, basically, because the entire point for this is to rebuild up the communities. Rena, I am not watching the match. I don't even watch football right now. like, I, for me, football is just it's a recreational thing. It's a social thing for me. So like, I don't really watch it if I'm not out with mates.
mm. Like if you feel up to it, you'll watch it. If you don't feel up to it, you won't watch it.
Yeah. The
Same.
thing is, for me, it's mainly just a social thing for me, to be honest. Because like, it's great. It's great to watch when you're with mates. To be fair, in my opinion. But yeah, like for example, we just to give you an example of like some of the things that we're basically currently doing at the moment. Like the extension and stuff is one thing, right? We most definitely, like, obviously, do consultations, advise people the right way. We even do take on insurance jobs as well, because I've seen too many instances where people get fucked over by the insurance companies, essentially, and that's because like a lot of
Yeah,
people,
that is odd.
yeah, a lot of people don't understand when it comes down to these insurance companies. Like, they're very happy to take your money, but they will do everything not to pay out. Basically, I've had, out of all the insurance jobs I've done,
They
about
do get scammed. People do get
hundred
scammed
percent.
in many ways. Yeah, not just with insurance, with other policies and jobs and whatever in life. It's true.
Yeah, 100%. Like, for example, yeah, I've got this one client. Yeah, she's in the process of like going through like court because some builder fucked her work up.
Oh,
Basically, yeah, that she had a loft conversion and a rear extension that she had been that she got done from them. They made her pay out about 200 grand. Yeah,
oh,
and they did even fit. They did it to such a shit degree. Like, and this was like about
did
2 years ago, like
oh,
about 1.5 2 years ago, that she told me that she's taking it through legals, etc. And she's still going through. She's doing the legals process.
oh my God.
Yeah, when they found out that when she found out, so she gave legal notice to the people that she did done the work with. You know how much they tried to, you know how much they offered to compensate her.
A
They,
lot.
nah, like 5 grand.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah,
That's
it's ridiculous.
peanuts.
And the thing is, yeah,
Yeah.
it's always these, like, these bujorks, these budia that they tend to scam.
So she didn't have anyone to guide her.
Well, not back then, but it's basically changed up now, because like me and like my paralegal, um and a couple other people basically helping her out, including like one of my structural engineers as well, because it's very shocking. But like, imagine this, yeah, this guy ran out of concrete, yeah, bro. He
Mm.
ran out of concrete, and he, instead of finishing the job with more concrete, he just chucked a few bits of timber here and there, and he's like, yeah, job done, and
Oh my
it's
God.
god awful.
You know, I've noticed people who are professionals, they fucking shit. And people who are not professionals, they're really good, you know.
Like, yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been in the I've been in the trade since a very young age, to be honest.
It's not nice to con people.
Oh, no. Because the thing is, what goes around comes around, right?
Exactly, Tony.
You con someone today, you're gonna get fucked over
Mm.
tomorrow, which I mean, people, a lot of these people, they don't really have that same mindset, to be fair, and that's where it gets that's where it gets a bit techy. Like, for example, I was in this maintenance company. Yeah, this company ended up going bankrupt because they couldn't just handle any of their workloads and whatnot. But basically, they the first legal and disrepair job that they sent me to, um, the inhabitants. Before, I was like, I think they spent like about 4 years trying to report the leaks that they were having. They all thought that it was coming from like their water pipes, etc., etc., etc. Turns out it's coming from the roof. What that ended up leading to happen is that the entire ceiling collapsed. But and the even worse thing is that a lot of these older houses they've got asbestos in them. So what happened is that the ceiling collapsed, the asbestos ceiling collapsed, and the little baby niece, the inhabitants' baby niece that was living that was there at the time, right, she contracted a red lung disease.
Oh,
Yeah, this is what this is what complacency ends up taking them to, and basically in those 4 years they sent 8 people into that.
yeah, that's true. You know, so many people have actually died because of like stuff in the in your like house and accommodation, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly,
Oh,
and like they don't have that due care to basically
yeah,
just
duty to care, yeah.
yeah they don't have that duty to care because like I don't know why, to be honest, because a lot of these maintenance companies they just do it because they just because of money, just because of money. They don't have the right they don't have the right people around. They don't have the right like the contractors, etc. But at the end of the day, right, if you're a maintenance company running at that level, you need to have your wits about you, basically. You need to have your wits about you and be able to differentiate where a lot of these issues are basically coming from, which not a lot of them do, unfortunately. Which is why, like, with what we're doing, we basically calculated a way to so instead of like the traditional like your leasehold, like your fucking lease charge is just and like all these other stupid fucking charges that you get on like leasehold contracts and all that. We basically figured out a way to basically offer all the people that we're going to end up putting into our own housing association, but end up effectively offering them 100% free maintenance with the technological integrations that we're basically going to be doing. In fact, we are going to be the only people we're going to be the only people in the UK that are going to be putting out free heating and cooling systems integrated within our flats, our houses, etc. But it's not as complicated as you may think to actually do, and in fact, in order to do, it's
You know,
actually quite
that's with
simple.
anything, you know, once the ball starts rolling, everything will fall in place and inshallah.
Oh yeah, of course. Like we're even master planning the UK's first ever smart city as well. So the UK's first ever smart city, effectively having the UK's world's first AI fully integrated AI powered hospital to basically massively reduce downtimes, massively reduce a lot of these other Pangea and whatnot, but also we're going to start bringing in STEM academies into the UK essentially. So with these STEM academies, they would basically alleviate the educational issues, and obviously with the STEM academies,
Mm.
we're not just focusing on just educating children. So say for example, okay, obviously you're gonna have those children with the fucking rich parents that go into the quote unquote private school, all that bullshit, right? But the parents that don't have the affordability, we basically be running scholarship programs in tandem with them. So we'd be educating the parents as well as the students. So
Oh, that's so good,
yeah,
mashallah.
so like we'd be basically upskilling them at the same time, getting them into more advanced job roles. Like for example, in like with how fast with how fast the world is changing, with like for example AI, AI, and all these other technological integrations that are happening. There is a massive lack of labor that is basically there, and with that massive lack of labor, um, if you don't have the training procedures in place, then
Mm.
it's just basically setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, true. You need foundation and team to make things working and good ideas and stuff like that, inshallah, and good resources.
Yeah, there's a lot of things at play. Shall I say, like where, like for example, so much so like say if like say like um on the investment stock that we got as well, that we're currently building out at the same time, where where we're getting our stock from, we're getting all the repossessed stuff, etc., and even when it comes down to it, we are securing things down so we can start offering very good rates on mortgages. So I just spoke to just had a meeting with a neobank provider today, and
Mm.
we're
Don't say
basically
too much on here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We I
I
wouldn't
don't
say
want
I
that
won't I
you
won't
guys get another or something in it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I won't say what rates we're going to be aiming at, but effectively we're going to be slashing. We're going to be slashing the national mortgage rates, national interest rates.
Mashallah, inshallah. Do you think all this can work in like up in the countries as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. But there's a degree of regeneration that we have to do. Like, basically, it's funny you should mention it as well because
Mm,
with our own countries, I know for a fact that there's going to be a massive investment in India coming up in like the next couple of months because
well, that's good.
me and my guys are the ones that are responsible for making it happen essentially. But
Mm-mm.
it's and
No, I'm just saying because you know, like people are building anyway, so you might as well just build how you guys are doing it because it has more potential in it,
oh yeah, of course, like but
more benefits for either.
yeah, exactly. Like in India, I think we've got. We're looking at Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh. I think maybe Gujarat, but definitely Punjab as well. And Punjab, for instance, one of the things that they're going to be putting in is a fat airport fat airport there.
Yeah,
Either refurbing
mashallah.
an existing one
I
or
pray
like
Punjab, inshallah, progresses a lot, inshallah.
oh yeah, and on top of that, because of the obviously because of like the borders, obviously
Mm,
you can't logically do you can't the thing is in the geopolitical state you can't logically do something overly nice in one area without expecting another side to retaliate.
it's clever how they split India, you know, because they've done Kashmir into, they've done Punjab into, and they've done, you know, Pathan side, Khyber into. So it's like Afghan and Pak are fighting India,
Mm,
and Pak are fighting. Do you get me?
yeah,
And then you guys and Pak are fighting.
yeah, because the thing is with Pakistan, for instance, yeah, one of my mates, one of my mates, he's Pakistani in it, and
Mm,
his father-in-law, he's in I think he's a general or some shit in the like in the
I mean,
Pakistani
yeah.
army, yeah.
Mm,
But effectively through him, we can basically start bringing in more and more things. Like for example, we can we can get more people more people politically active with regards to the integrations that we're planning on getting done. So
mm,
meaning that we rather than having friction of like the Pakistani authority and stuff, we'd effectively have a chance of there being some say some a good chance of them working with us rather than against us essentially.
I just pray that everyone gets along, and if people can't get along, then they should just like go their own way. But you know, so much is happening in the army in itself as well that is
Hmm.
not spoken about.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's corruption everywhere. But
Yeah.
the way to the way to counteract corruption is basically making it's just by making betrayal too much of a loss. So effectively making trust more profitable than betrayal. Essentially, compliance more
Mm.
profitable than betrayal. Which I mean, it is unfortunate you have to do it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like whether it's in India or Pakistan, you have to price for
I
corruption.
just pray that inshallah Allah keeps you salamat because there are so many snakes out here in this world.
Mm-hmm. The one thing I do like about India is like you can actually defend your position pretty well. Same thing with up in Texas as well. Texas is also another is also another hotspot to be fair. But thankfully we've got some proper support with the partners that we got. And obviously,
Mashallah.
can't really mention the partners just yet because
Yeah, doing it good.
we're in the process of getting everything done and dusted. But effectively, like I've been basically giving.
Someone's on Allah's favorite Hindu.
I know that name always. I love. I fucking always crack up at that name.
Yeah, Allah's favorite Hindu. Like, hello, you worship a stone. Allah doesn't like shit. It's like saying Doji's favorite pig.
Big up Allah's favorite Hindu. I mean,
He's gone now.
you know the thing is like people need to learn to laugh together. Because the thing is, when people start learning how to laugh together, then
Mm.
a lot of this non this divisive BS just ends up dissipating. Like for example, I remember, um, I remember like I think maybe high school, uni, like bro, high school. I I don't people don't really say this yet, but the most racist people I've ever met have been in high school. Like high school
Yeah, it's
secondary
true,
school.
and they're up in it.
Exactly. Like, I've
I'm
read.
not speaking to you because you kept your fast with the porridge and not with the toast.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
racist because this caste does that caste does that. It's like always about them. It's just caste, caste, caste.
Oh yeah, of course. Like it's hilarious to be fair.
They're just stupid and they carry it on and on and on till their 60s and 70s and whatever now.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when I was in uni, yeah, bro. This guy, he came up to me when me and like two of my mates, we were just hanging, yeah. Like we hang by like there's like a river that ran behind our student accommodation, yeah. Well, this guy came up to us. Yeah, he was like, he's like some like older school. I thought the lady that was with him. Look, I swear, he looked like he was walking with his mom in it. Like either a mom,
Mm.
either his mom or his carer. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
turned out that was his wife. But basically took him what fucking 30 seconds to bring up immigration. 30 seconds.
that's the, my gosh.
30 seconds it took for him to bring up immigration. I'm just thought to him like, wait, I just said to him, mate, most of you fuckers, you're on PIP benefits and you're complaining about us taking your jobs. And you know,
But you know, at the time of British Empire, anybody that was born at that time were actually British.
mm,
So anybody born in India at that time or in Pakistan at that time are actually British because that empire was ruling at that time.
mm.
Do you get me?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was automatic citizenship like that back in the day.
Like majority of the people that I know from Pakistan have like open visas and passports, like they can just travel anywhere in the world and or settle in any country and they're gonna get their citizen.
Wait, just like that?
Yep. Yeah.
That's mad.
Mm, I don't know what it's called. I'll find it. I'll find out and I'll message you about it. But there's different ways to be like, oh, I don't know, to settle in a country or whatever.
Is a way that these lot get naturalized and whatnot. More like an easier way for these lot to get naturalized.
I don't know what it is. It's something to do with Elizabeth who passed away.
Ah,
She did something.
might have been because of the war efforts. But I mean,
A
even
lot of
then,
people didn't come here for labor. A lot of people came here through army. Do you remember?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like we the people of army. So
I mean, the army's got quite a lot of influence as well. To be fair,
like, do you get me? Like when England was like fighting Europe and stuff like that, and they needed like more soldiers or whatever. So
oh yeah,
they brought in the Pakistan, the Indians and Afghanis and that in it.
of course they would
Yeah. So we
they wouldn't
didn't
look to
really come
us.
on cheap labor. We came on like on a higher note.
Yeah, of course, because I mean, like if not, they would have literally lost without us.
So when they say, "Oh, we immigration," we actually not because we were posted here. Like our grand, I don't know about other
Yeah, but I get
people, but my people came here through like army and stuff like that because they fought for England and that. Do you
mm,
get me?
nah, yeah, I get
I
that.
think I explained better return. I'll explain it to you better in messages.
But yeah, effectively, this is like one of the main goals that we have happening across like the next couple of months. Mainly because like over the next few months as well, because these right now I'm just based in the UK. Maybe next couple of months I might be in India, Venezuela, Cuba, etc., etc., etc. But a lot of the work that we're basically doing is basically rejuvenating a lot of these socially economically underdeveloped countries or whatnot. One of the biggest third world countries being in the West, aka the UK, right now. I'd
Nah,
argue
man, they don't even want us. They're gonna kick us out soon. I
they,
don't know where to
they
go.
can't
I'll
even.
just have to take my camel out and just go to Afghan.
Yeah, just whip out the camel.
Yeah, I hope they accept me. और अस्सलाम वालेकुम तालिबान मैं तुम्हारा बंदा है मैं इधर रह सकती
Yeah,
केव में
yeah, you know,
that'll be sick, right? Imagine living in Afghan and 5, 6 men with guns are protecting you.
mate, that's basically like Texas,
And then, like,
Texas, India.
you'll be walking around like, yeah, man. I really want to go Afghan. I want to visit.
They should. The thing is, I think didn't Top Gear do an episode where they were going through Afghanistan?
Who?
Top Gear.
Oh, did they go there?
I'm pretty sure that they did because I, do you know why I remember?
Uh,
It's because they literally dressed themselves in them like full head to toe. I think
oh, I
the
love that
hijabs.
humor.
I can't remember what they're called, but like the was it the hijab or burqa?
Legit humor. I love that type of humor. I think
Mate,
it's so good. A lot of people don't get it, It's the proper British dry humor.
it was actually so funny. Literally they fully like dressed up and like they in like full head to toe women's covering, right? They just went from one place to another. It was like from one Muslim country to another. It's so funny.
I bet you they dressed like a Taliban and went there. I would have done that.
No. They literally I don't know what it's called. Is it like the hijab, niqab, or
Oh yeah,
burqa?
burqa, yeah,
Yeah, it's
burqa.
like the full head to
Gabli.
toe. No, the
Yeah,
full
Gabli one, the
yeah
blue one.
yeah. So the full head to toe one where you just see the eyes, right? They dressed up like that to avoid being
What the
recognized.
hell? That's bad.
It was so funny.
Do you remember? Do you remember that Gauri did it as well? The reporter, she was called Ridley or something.
I
You
don't
remember?
I don't
And then she
remember.
got captured by the Taliban.
Oh shit! Oh, you know what that is? A skill issue, mate.
No, but they were all right with her. She fell in love with them actually.
Is
How
it?
she described them, yeah, how she described them were like she was speaking of light or something like that. She fell in love with them, and they go to her. We let you go if you promise one thing, and she was like, "What?" And he goes, "If you go back to England and you read the Quran, like you research into Islam and stuff like that." She goes, "Okay, that's fine." So when she came here, she used to she started studying Islam and she became a Muslim, and her husband was a Palestinian guy, but they were divorced and she's got a daughter. Also in Afghan, when she got captured, she used to hang her underwear, her undergarments on the line just like that, and she goes, they would have a heart attack saying,
Bro, she knew it
"What?"
was haram. That's why she did it.
Yeah, she goes, I used to wind them up so bad. And she goes, one of the guys would come rushing, Auntie, cover. Leader is coming, leader is coming.
Bro, she sounds like she was definitely in some fucking COD lobbies back
Oh,
in the day.
custom, she's like a proper hardcore woman. She's really good.
What is it? That's, I mean, to be fair, it's good enough in amateur basically. Oh look, Afghanistan boy joined.
Yeah, I would love to go there. I just want to see it. And like, I find it strange how people can live in caves and mountains and stuff like that.
Hey,
And they have no resources, no facilities, no nothing.
yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't be so.
Yeah.
The thing is, yeah,
And they're always in war.
but to be fair, I mean that's what they say that they are already. Like my rule of thumb is unless like I've seen it myself, I don't really believe what the mainstream is basically saying. Because I mean, look how many lies the mainstream has basically put forward and pushed. Right, so much so
Mm.
that they've literally caused more. they've literally caused more division,
More damage, yeah.
more damage, more division, and like they've created more refugees as well, which is, mate, is
I think this is
redonkulous.
what they want. They want like scattered humans everywhere, civilians everywhere.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous. Because
And
because
go
you were saying,
on. Yeah, go on, G.
yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of ridiculousness. Because like, there's more empowerment that can be done, without the impression. Like, you'd think that, if they want to actually do well for their country, you think that they'd initiate actual trade deals and actual, actual negotiations, rather than, oh,
Mm,
I don't like what you're doing,
I
fucking
know.
airstrike.
But
Like,
you know
that
that's
makes
the
sense, bro.
worst thing. Yeah, but you know that's the worst thing you could do to Indians back here and Afghanis, like threaten them in that manner because you know they're gonna retaliate.
Like, for example, yeah, like, take Somalia for example, yeah, bro.
Mm.
What business does the fucking US have to do bomb attacker like every other
Yeah, they're
week?
everywhere.
Like,
Yeah,
like
but what I'm saying to you is when they go to their own countries and they want something, they'll threaten and they'll get it. But with happening is if you want something, don't threaten because they're gonna
yeah,
retaliate.
you just bribe
And
them.
this is what Imran Khan said as well, because you're not dealing with English people here, you're dealing with like Afghanis and Pathans and tribal people.
Yeah, but you see, the
Yeah,
thing is, you
don't
see what
threaten them because they're gonna come with their chappals and stones and bang you with them,
no, but you see, the
like
thing.
the Palestinians.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you see, even with the tribal people, right? The tribal people, they're very easy to deal with, because at the end of the day, right, they just want to make sure that they don't get, the people don't fuck with them. Basically, A, people don't fuck with them. B, people don't, like, for example, do what they, do what they did in, what's it called? Do what they did for a lot of the most of the Middle Eastern countries, where, they come in, they fucking destroy everything, and then just fuck off, right? Like, or even like, for example, the Native Americans, where they just colonized everything, and then they just stuck their
Look,
they stuck their stamp on it.
The reason the after Afghan is because of Khorasan,
Do
right?
you want to hear a fun fact about, Afghanistan? Right? You did
Can't you? Huh?
did you want to know a fun fact about? I think this happened in Afghanistan. This is when, like, the US went to that fucking long ass war with them, right? But there was like a division of, the troops that were actively forcing forcing a lot of these Afghanis to, actually fucking farm poppies, basically farm poppies, poppy seeds, because
Oh
that's what.
yeah, yeah. This is why the invasion of Afghan
And
happened because of drug dealing
y-
and stuff like that, and they took it to America to put it
yeah,
in their
but
pharmacy and in their drugs and stuff like that. If you look at America, it's all fucked up and everybody's drugged up.
yeah, like, I mean, everything, like, for example,
Mm.
the medicines, for example, medicines, they're full of petrochemicals. That's like one of the reasons why we're trying to get our AI powered hospitals out there on the market, basically, because then it cuts the fat. More times than not, you don't need all of these fucking chemicalized medications in your body, because, like, there are times where, they give you one medication and ends up being far more detrimental to your health,
Mm.
far more detrimental to your health than anything else, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's
Like,
all pharmacy and business and mind control, ultra mind control shit and
oh, do you know
conditional
about,
programming and shit like that.
yes, Kilo, this is
Mm.
AutoCAD. It's AutoCAD. This is,
Go
this
on.
client project that I'm basically doing, Kilo. So yeah, this is like a fucking, this is a massive little area up in Ascot as well. But yeah, I just getting the internal layout ready, just so when it comes down to the construction, builders have got working plans to go off of, and, builder control have got working drawings to, do their building regulations approval off of as well. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I used to they it used to be that you see a lot of the older AutoCAD, the older AutoCAD, programs and whatnot. They were very easily, crackable, basically. So, like, I never really used to pay for, like, any of my pieces of software. But yeah, like like say you're taking that position for example, yeah, like an AI just an AI powered hospital, right, eliminates a lot of these waiting times because it gets to your diagnosis a lot quicker. You don't have these fucking hour long fucking wait times,
Yeah.
and ends up going from, say for example, you waiting about fucking about 10 like 8 to 10 hours. Like deep this year, the last time I actually went to the hospital, yeah, was for some food poisoning, yeah. I had food poisoning. I went to the hospital. I waited so long that my fucking food poisoning cured itself.
Use a
That makes
doctor
sense.
yourself. You came a doctor in 8 hours. They
And
do it
like,
deliberately, because this waiting around and this NHA shit thing and stuff like that. They do it deliberately. Everything's gone private in it, and because England has been brought by America, so this is why it's all fucked up, and this is why it never works.
well, I'd argue I'd argue it's fucked up because there's just a bunch of
No,
idiots.
honestly, everything like from
A bit
care
of cut.
services
What
to
are you
support
saying?
services to police services to educational services to like any industry you say,
Mm.
anything in this country, the whole of England, the whole of Ireland,
Oh
is
yeah, of
all
course.
been sold
And
into America.
to be fair, that's the other thought process that we had with bringing forward what we are, because like we had that epiphany, and we thought to ourselves, you know what, bro, they're never gonna they're never gonna get off their bottoms and do what actually needs to be done. Take a look at HS2. HS2 is one of the biggest failures that I've just come to mind, right? And like you've got other institutions within the UK where, bro, there's some institutions, royal charters, yeah, that where the biggest project that they've done is making their own fucking headquarters. Like you're supposed to be you're supposed to be a national royal chartered institution for the whole country. Yet the most extravagant and the
Proper rundown.
biggest project that you're responsible for is your own headquarters. That like is uh, a bunch of people that like to pat their own backs to be nice. But like that's where that's where a lot of the community engagement comes into play. Because like say for example, yeah, say for example we got our communities aligned, for example, right? There's literally nothing that can stop any. There's literally nothing that any of these people can actually stop, right? That's what people fail to realize, and that's primarily why they're causing so further division. Like I've been all around the UK. I've been in Scotland, I've been in Wales, I've been in Ireland, right? I've been all over England, right? And it's quite a beautiful place. This is, right? But it's very underutilized. Like they're talking about,
Yeah.
we don't have a housing supply, we don't have this, we don't have that.
Mm.
But it's so easy for them to do what they're basically doing. Like I started actually putting my head down, actually focusing on all of this stuff like back in about 2019, 2020 when I was still in university essentially. But obviously I never published any of my findings because if you publish your findings and you publish all your concepts, all your actual concepts, right? Then you then obviously the university ends up owning the concepts that you basically do, which is a fat L, right? And exactly, Kilo. Most of our systems do actually need completely rebuilding from the ground up because, like, take the take the education infrastructure. The education infrastructure is probably the most useless pieces of infrastructure here in the UK. When I was in high school, yeah, the fucking infrastructure that they had, we barely had laptops, we barely had iPads, right? And on top of that, a lot of like the quality of education wasn't the best. And it wasn't actually the best, but given the schools around our areas, yeah, 100%. And given the schools
You know what
around.
I've noticed
Mhm.
is upcoming countries have better education, and
Right, bro.
them
Look at India.
people, yeah, and them people understand things better, even if they're not educated. Like when you go into the poorest of the poorest parts of, like, say Pakistan, I can't say Afghan or India because I've not been there, but like say
Mm.
Pakilanders, yeah, they have like general knowledge about things, and they have like knowledge about a lot of things that we don't even have knowledge about.
Yeah, exactly. Like for example, yeah. I personally was actually I suffered at the hands of the malpractice of the NHS multiple times since I was young, from like them misdiagnosing me with epilepsy, to them not being able to handle my asthma checks properly, and so on and so forth. Really and truly, like it just brought it down, brought my faith in the healthcare system so down, so much so where like I'm at a stage where where I'm at a stage where me and my partners are bringing in our own hospitals, our own schools, to be able
Mm,
to be able to fix and alleviate a lot of these issues. And Kilo Juliet's correct. Like a lot of these infrastructures designed in the 1900s is not they're not fit for today's capacities. About
mm,
most of the housing stock here in the UK, they were built post World War Two, where where you got shit insulation, shit building quality, shit groundworks,
mm.
etc. And so like that's where I mean, like for example, this property that
The
I'm
whole
working
of
with,
England needs to be rebuilt up again,
100%.
but we could still use 1 minute. Let me write in the in the comments.
Mm.
Do you know this guy? He did this. He came up with a report or something, and he said to rebuild England again, we need to go through this. I forgot what he was called, but that's the thingy.
Yeah, I mean,
We have a report.
ordinarily, Kilo Julie, I do agree. There is no
If they
money for
stop
it.
the war, there's a lot of money. Believe me, they have like tunnels and tunnels and tunnels and tunnels and tunnels of money. I'm telling you,
Of
this world
course,
cannot run out of
bro,
money. It's impossible. How could
bro,
you run out of money?
Kilo Juliet, you realize how much money there is actually in the world, right? And you're 100% right. Their wealth was stolen from the colonies, and now that they don't have that wealth anymore, they've got no income. And where they're trying to get their income from finding people, from
Look, you got the royals. They're sitting on zillions. Yeah, just
bro,
get them, put
they're
them
not
in
even
a
worth
two-bedroom flat.
bro, they're not even they're not even worth that much these days. Like in fact, there's businessmen that are
Mate,
worth
they
more than
own
the
like
royals.
half of the world. They own like about 45% or 50% of the flipping world. They could be our dads. You never know.
Bro, is
They've done so much rape and murder.
I'll make it TikTok friendly, by the way. Great
Friendly,
mention.
friendly.
But yeah, like
Mm.
and Kilo Juliet, like you have to realize, like they make you think. This is a key thing. This is like one of many fucking fantastic pieces of tidbits of information that you're gonna actually get by staying tuned in my lives, right? But bro, there's so much money in this world, so much so that
Exactly.
they're already planning past, and they're already planning
They're
past and
20
thinking
years
about get
ahead of
yeah,
us.
exactly. They're already planning past and getting into stuff like, how we're going to be reaching the next 100 quadrillion pounds, dollars, etc., and going into the septillions. These people, they're so ahead, right? That like a couple million, a couple of billion, that's like chump change for them, right?
Mm,
And a lot of these people, like, yeah, they do pay taxes, but a lot of these people, they choose to only disclose a certain amount. Like if
exactly. How do we? What's on paper is not always the truth, you know.
yeah, exactly. And and a lot of these people, bro, a lot of these people, they got their own people within these institutions. So like
Yeah,
it's not like they're not dealing with
they have their own
people.
policing, their own schooling, their own doctors and nurses, or whatever, whatever, whatever.
Yeah, like especially, and
Mm.
the thing is, it's the same principles that we should be, we should be focused on as well as ethnic communities, right? Rather than fighting between ourselves about, oh, whose religion is correct, whose
Do you know
culture is
how they
correct.
dismantled us? Do you know how they broke us? They took the men away from us.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
it
gave
broke apart the
the men
families.
substance. Yeah. So what they've done is they gave the men substance like women, gambling, porn, drugs, like substance of whatever
Mm.
that will take them away from the wife and the kids.
Yeah,
And
of
that's
course.
it. And that's as soon as the man goes haywire and then another person will come in there and they're gonna say, "Oh, look at your husband, he's a drunken. Look at him, he can't keep his
Mm,
little worm in his pants. Don't you want to
mm.
fight him? Don't you want to do this?"
And then they created feminism. Oh, you need to be
Yeah,
independent. You should make your
exactly.
own money, etc. But
Yeah.
people think
Then
feminism
you
was
have the
created by
dad
women.
somewhere, you have the mom somewhere, and you have the
Mm.
kids in their hands. This is how they're going.
Yeah, because effectively,
They're programming our kids.
yeah, like I'll give you an example. Yeah, this actually happened to one of my neighbors back in the day. Yeah, now fuck, I like she's one of the she was one of the nicest Jamaican ladies. Yeah, that's why look, I've never throughout all the people I've met, I've never ever had any issues with any Jamaicans. You get me, right? And
Mm.
the bro, she was so nice. She was so nice. She was she held like fucking block parties for like the entire road, barbecue party. She invited everyone. Yeah, bro, she loved that child to bits. Yeah, and what did the school do? Right, because the school there was like a few Gordian and like a lot of like timid people. Yeah, now this lady, she was in the army in Kingston. Yeah, and obviously she had a naturally loud voice. They took her speaking normally, like with, because like her voice projects like quite a bit in it, but they took her speaking and took that as a way to basically say that, oh, you're being verbally abusive. They then got they then used that as a like as a point of reference to get child services involved. It's horrible.
Yeah, they done that to one of the females I know as well. So when her child was born, no one knew that she was deaf. So she saw
Mm,
her dad touch her mom's cheek or something. So she
mm,
went school, and I don't know whether she said it in a sign language or however. She
mm,
said something, and they mistook it that the dad slapped the mom, and that's it. The social service
mm.
were at her door, the police were at her door, and that she had to, they, they both had to be investigated
Big
and
up Bandar.
character reference and everything, and it was just like so much. They do it deliberately because like Hitler, he said, "Give me
Mm.
young minds and watch what I can do to them."
Yeah,
So they
100%.
follow that theory.
I made you vote as well, just so you can manage the
And another
guests as well.
big
By the way,
concern is they've taken your mothers and fathers and put them in a care home. Now that's sad. Why would you put your elder people in care homes and in other institutions and stuff like that when they've done so much for you?
yeah,
You're
exactly.
here because of them.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why which is why when it comes down to rebuilding communities, rebuilding society, right? That's why you cannot rebuild without actually rebuilding the family first. If you Because
Mm.
the thing is like, you think about it like this, yeah. If you strip
This
it,
is why Sikhism and Islam is good because it teaches you about karma, like kafira, and like how things are like in a circle and it can come to you, and why your elders are important and stuff like that, and why youngsters are important because they have got your mind in it. So you're the guidance, you're the guardian.
yeah, because like, look deep it, irrespective of your method of faith, what your culture is, where you come from, right?
Mm,
The key thing that needs to be prioritized is is finding out what morals and ethics do each of these people from each of these communities and stuff share, and find a way to basically extrapolate them, enhance them, and then push them and basically push them forward. Because like, bro, like when it comes down to kids, right, up to from about like the ages of like 2 3 upwards, right, they then start becoming very impressionable. Now a lot of these sick fucks, they know that. I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't say it's a global conspiracy, Kilo Julia. I'd say it's just a case of it's either a case of mass ignorance or just mass malicious intent. Because the thing is, you can't have it's either one or the other. You can't have both, right? Because like, you have to understand, at a global stage, take the NHS for example, right? Yeah, exactly, the financial incentives or everything. But take the NHS for example, yeah. The
mm,
NHS, right? Remember how they were saying, we're going to be putting in like several hundred million into the NHS. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
mm.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. But they didn't. right? The thing is, even when it comes down to money, yeah, bro, deep it.
Everything is money.
Yeah, but deep it. I think it was I think it was Keir Starmer or like the or Boris Johnson. Yeah, bro, they embezzled like less than 200K for actually it was less than 100K, and this was for quote unquote refurbishments in like the I think maybe like number 11 or something, or number 10, sorry. But I mean, they embezzled less than 100K. You'd think if they want to embezzle more, you'd think they want to actually make this country earn more money for it for them to embezzle more. Like that's the one thing that I personally haven't really understood. But I mean, at the end of the day, look, at the end of the day, a lot of these people they come from the same school, same areas, right?
Mm,
And obviously
elite.
they help each other to get into these
Mm.
they help each other to get into these positions. Now that's the
It's one bloodline divided in multiple bloodlines, so they just pass it down.
Well, I mean, of course, bro.
Yeah.
Kilo Juliet, like chasing money is normal. When people when people are put in a position where they're forced to survive, of course everything's going to be about money. But if you take that away, for instance,
Mm.
yeah, for instance, you take that away, right? You don't have the pressure of money, financial problems, etc. If you take that away, you give people the opportunity to be freer with their time, with their mental space, with their physical space, and you'll know you're able to implement and put, I guess, influence more further change for humanity. So like where a person hasn't doesn't have the pressure of thinking about, oh, when they're going to pay their rent, how they're going to feed their kids, etc., etc.,
Exactly.
etc.
Money is everything. If you got money, then you got
Yeah, and then
whatever. Yeah. Mm.
it frees up the mind massively, and that's why, you know, although officially they abolished slavery, we're still in a form of slavery, albeit, you know,
Mm.
call it corporate slavery or whatever. But that's the thing. You're stuck in you're stuck in this way. You're stuck in this way because they want you to think, yeah, okay, cool. You only need to make a bit. You only need to make a bit of dough to actually be happy, to be content. When in reality, bro. Like that's just the beginning.
You know where we fall behind is we're divided and we fight with each other and we do reese with each other, whilst these people don't. Like say now, if you get something branded, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get branded as well. It's like most people live for other people. It's like people pleasing, which these people don't do.
Yeah, I mean, and with what you're saying, Kilo, if we're in the same
So this
position
is
as the
why
upper
we fall
class,
in.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, Kilo Juliet, look, the person that's best written about this is Machiavelli. Look, at the end of the day, every human is powered by their self interest, right?
Mm.
Every human is powered by their self interest. It's ignorant to not to not factor that into into mind, right? Now, whether or not we would be same as these people, if like you know we were upper class, etc., etc. Ultimately, that depends on the morals of a person. To be honest, it depends on the morals of the person, you know, their levels of desperation and so on and so forth.
Mm.
There's a lot of factors that come into play. However, if you eliminate the core problems, like for example, take a look at that, you know, take a look at health, education, housing. You eliminate, especially energy, yeah. You eliminate these core problems for, say you eliminate these core problems, right? Then you have a lot less a lot less weight that that the general populace actually take into has to take, not just take into mind, but also, you know, carry with them day in day out, right? And you know, with people are obviously going to be choosing their own interests. So the key for that is to effectively build a system where you can actively practice and pursue these interests without you know, without heavy repercussions. Like for example, would you rather would you rather us be in a place where, you know, say we get up to upper class status, yeah? Would you rather we get up to a status where upper class are not helping the ones below us and keeping them suffering, or bringing them up with us in order to then implement further change? Because really and truly, you cannot invoke change. You cannot invoke change if you're only focused on, say, the upper class or the middle class or the working class. Morals,
I think it all depends on a person with them on. I don't think so it's about class or bringing or anything like that. I think that if someone wants to make a
yeah,
difference, they'll do it. If they don't want to make a difference, they won't do it.
and I agree. Morals are easily bought, but
Mm.
when you make the price of betrayal cost more
I
than
think if you have
than
faith,
loyalty, that's the key thing that comes into mind, right? For like the amount of people that I've had that that just turn around and just fucking backstab you, right? Over petty shit because they want to be the face of XYZ, right? There's only a couple of things that you can do. Either you pursue it legally, or you pursue it legally, and you do whatever, or you make loyalty more profitable than betrayal, right? It really and truly is down to them things. You literally cannot expect trust. Especially the higher you go, you cannot expect trust. You cannot expect
mm,
trust. You have to expect that this is going to be a you scratch my back, I scratch your type basis. However, this is then the superposition where a lot of these people, with, as you say, where their morals get bought out effectively, right? And this is bro, this is why it's all the more important for us to actually bring the coherence between our communities, and bring it together and make it more aligned, because really and truly, with further division, more hate between communities, that's what causes these people to actually do this a lot easier as well. 100%, even with bro, even with friends and families, 100%, because you cannot like, for example, yeah.
you got to be like really careful.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Mm.
do have to be careful. I can't believe we got 16K likes as well. Mad. But yeah, like bro, like, even when it comes down to friends and families, ultimately, look, it happens. That's what happens when you have the degradation of the family, the degradation of the nuclear family, and when they pervert what it is when they pervert what it is to be a healthy nuclear family, like, and on top of that, right? It doesn't help with all the shit that they spray in the air as well. And there's like, although on one hand you can consider them conspiracies, etc., 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 as with the recent news about the shorty topi wala that came from their fucking country, that is responsible
Mm.
for blackmailing a lot of these politicians, bro. If one man can do this, yeah, if
And
one banda can do this, what do you think 10 or 10, 20, or 50 of these people can do, right? What do you think?
I
Now,
said this to you, it's only one person that has the idea and then it just follows through.
exactly, bro. It takes only one. It takes only
Yeah,
one.
one person.
And like, fortunately for us, right? Fortunately for us, Kilo, like, I know you were saying like it takes money to make money, but ultimately, with the strong position that we find ourselves in right now, we're lucky enough to have very strong
Mm.
very strong financial partners with us that are able to
Yes.
do what we need to do. Now, obviously, I can't really say everything just
Yeah,
now,
I don't.
obviously, because if I say this, if I
You
say
seen this sword in my hand? I'm gonna use that on you.
like, because you have to understand, yeah, that with the financial partners that we have, yeah, and with the stuff that we've got on, right, it's going to cause a lot of disruption, a lot of
Mm.
disruption. Now, the key thing for this disruption, is like, it's mainly because, low key like that chaos, right? But at the same time, it needs to happen as well, because like the
Most
2008.
people don't like change because they're used to the Gandhi Nali they come from. A lot of people want change, but they don't always want to live in a Nali.
Yeah, like, for example, the 2008 financial crash, right? People don't realize that the 2008 financial crash happened systematically to bail out one very specific person.
Everything they do it for their own reason, for their own benefit, which is our downfall.
Yeah, exactly. And like, deep, a lot of the time, yeah, a lot of the time, the military industrial complex, that's basically the main engine that they're trying to feed. Now, the thing is, yeah, you can very easily run a country. You can very easily, fix homelessness, etc. Yeah, 100% kilo. Yeah, 100% kilo. And like, for example, homelessness issues. Like, this is why I say, you know. everything, everything boils down to ignorance or intent, right?
Look,
Everything.
COVID taught us what this country can do, but it chooses not to do.
100%.
Look how much it was better in COVID than what they brought in COVID, and now they don't give a shit
Yeah,
about it.
and like, what would you say? Just say like C-19, because even that's a bunch of bullshit as well, right? I remember when I went to my GP. Yeah, like
COVID was just another division, you know, another destruction.
yeah, and that's also the other reason for the AI powered hospitals, because with the AI powered hospitals,
Mm.
we'd not only be able to treat illnesses quickly, but we'd also be able to anticipate future illnesses that could mutate, etc., 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 which is a key thing. Which
Ah,
is a
they
key thing.
want digital hospitals.
Yeah, well,
How
these are
that's gonna happen? Say if you got a spot in your ass, how
no,
you gonna open your ass crack to show that
no. So basically, what it is,
to
yeah.
the doctor?
So what these digital hospitals are, yeah. So these AI powered hospitals that we're basically building is a way to make the whole healthcare system a lot more efficient, a lot more efficient, because uh, yeah, because the thing is, people
Yeah,
like,
but
for
it's
example,
true that you can.
take C-19 for example, right? Throughout the entirety of C-19, yeah, they did not mention going out, exercising, and taking your vitamin or minerals once. They didn't mention it once. Yeah, so like things like scheduling
Mm,
appointments, getting your, like, for example, you know, when like you have a hospital appointment, it takes you fucking hours to even see the doctor in the first place. So alleviating that
mm.
workload, so like
Or
these
like
doctors don't need to,
ordering
so the doctors can focus more on
prescriptions
healing
or sick
people
notes
rather
and
than
stuff.
just
Yeah,
focusing on
before
like,
with this.
rather than focusing on like them heavy workloads and heavy just like a lot of the heavy bullshit, you get me? So like where like they were focused on scheduling problems and trying to figure out what the issues are, what your remedies are. Now obviously a lot of these
Yeah,
people,
like chemist can
yeah,
do a
yeah,
lot of
yeah, yeah,
things now.
yeah, like for example,
Like that.
these systems will be primarily focused on um, um, opening up to more forms of medical healthcare, shall we say?
Self care
So
on minor things.
let's just say primarily primarily non-petrochemical based medicines, non-petrochemical based
Mm.
treatments. And like for example, say you need a physio program, for example, right? We would be able to use the power of the AI in the hospital to be able to make a very down to it, a very accurate down to a T recovery program, rehabilitation program for each patient, specifically curated to that individual, rather than just having a defunct default method and procedures to that it just basically copy and paste to everyone basically. So it maximizes a lot. It will end up maximizing the efficiency of this quite a bit, and then we'd obviously pair this with a lot of our proprietary technology. Fun fact: I initially tried to get this proprietary technology put into a council, yeah, like into this little area where we got a half acre piece of land, yeah. The council, there were such fucking modules, yeah. There were such fucking modules. Instead of working with me, they decided to fucking take me into court. They decided to trap me in litigation, and they decided to use that to
Look,
trap me into
anything that
litigation.
puts them
It's
out,
ridiculous.
they're not gonna like it in it.
Yeah, 100%. You know what the funniest thing is? When I told them, yeah, like bro, when I told them, yeah, when I'm not intimidated by you guys, right? I will take on. I said to them, I will take on your entire planning department.
Maybe किसी के बाप से नहीं डरती.
Yeah, Kilo Julia, 1,000,000%. Because basically, yeah, I'll tell you exactly what they shit. I'll tell you exactly what they said. Yeah, they said me building a retirement home there was a sensitive issue for a sensitive issue. Yeah, it was a sensitive issue for me to build a retirement home there when all these fucking people, they just who have nothing, have no business other than not minding their business, get involved. Popped up on the site here, some old fucking gura. He said to me, "Excuse me, mate, you know this is private land." I said, "Yeah, I know, mate. This is my fucking land, mate." And he's like, "The bro, band will hill He was like,
Polite him.
would you?
Oh,
Oh.
वो कुछ नहीं हिल सकता, वो कुछ भी नहीं हिला सकता, एवे
And
वो
like,
सब रेनबो है, रेनबो.
mm, yeah, and like, bro, they used me saying to them that they used me saying to them like just speak with us, etc., etc., etc. They used that specifically to then just take that from a civil case into a criminal case with no legal justification. They falsified evidence against us, right, over some fucking just just some bullshit. Basically, they falsified evidence against us, and then when they were feeling like they were gonna get outed, yeah, of course, Kilo, yeah, but this is just an example of like how like up and they need to be careful, bro, right? Because these people, like, bro, they did this to me, they could do this to anyone, bro. Yeah, like these people, they like the I put a post on LinkedIn, yeah. One post on LinkedIn got the chief executive of the council to
We're
message me.
saying to you not to speak so much, and you're doing it more and more.
Bro, I'm holding these lives every other day. So like, basically one day off, one day on, one day off. So like, bro, I'm gonna be speaking about like a bunch of shit. But like,
You've revealed everything anyway, so what's the point now?
I mean, this is just not everything like that. But the thing
I'm
is,
sure.
I've just explained the products that we're basically pushing out. Yeah, yeah. That's why again, Kilo. That's why that's why we're building up to have our own solicitors as well, because that's the primary reason of building up our communities. Because like say, bro, we say we need solicitors, we need this, we need this, we need this, yeah.
So you're becoming like the Yehudi people that have their own
Mm, yeah,
solicitors, lawyers, barrister, schools, synagogues, everything.
yeah, 100%. Because ultimately, bro, like we have to learn to rely on our own people rather than the people that are just out here just to push us out of the country. You get me?
हम किधर नहीं जाएगा.
Yeah, 100%. Like you have to.
We fought for this fucking dumb country.
Oh, and also you want to hear something
Blood and
interesting.
teeth.
So
Go on.
you know how Kilo and Juliet saying like we need to have solicitors on deck, yeah. You can't you can't even as an opener have solicitors do your insurances. You have to. The thing is they messed us up so badly where like even the solicitors on your own insurance policy will actively go against you, which we've had happen to us. Yeah, they we said to them that we said like basically they in that entire case, yeah, the insurance solicitor said that we'll we'll do write you up this and that, and just sign this and this will all go away, blah blah. I read the caution that they were trying to make us sign. Yeah, you know what it said. It said on it, in signing this, you forfeit your legal rights. In that caution, they said in that caution it basically said that if you sign this, you forfeit your legal rights. So if an offense occurs again, right, you agree that you agree that you will not be able to
It's going to
defend
be the
yourself.
same, yeah.
And then you get, and obviously we didn't sign it because we're smarter than them, but well, after they got us off over like just cutting down some trees. Yeah. Now, bear in mind this piece of land we set in this asper behavior because we found like fucking big canisters of smart whips, and like people were chucking their landscaping waste and like letting their pets defecate all over the land and whatnot. And we and like when we got down to it, like they said they couldn't do anything. All right, I said, all right, cool, you can't do anything, that's fine. We tried doing something. We tried cleaning up the land. The first moment, the very first second that the chainsaw was started, in that same module, right? Same module. He just had an axe to grind with us, right? Just because he doesn't like us being there, mainly because they all had the opportunity to buy what we had, but they lost it. They didn't buy it, so we ended up picking it up, and then because we picked it up because we're not good at it, right? They were like, oh yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys, we're gonna kick you out. We're gonna do what you can to kick you out, right? Even one of the councillors that was against us, guess what they did? right? Guess what they did,
Uh,
right? They they replaced that counselor with someone with the exact
mm.
same name, exact same surname, exact same position, but basically was a younger person, basically. So even if we tried to find their witnesses, those witnesses would have disappeared.
Well, they do a lot of that hide and seek and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I did make you mod on here because
Oh,
it's just
thank
easier.
you.
And
Mwah, thank you.
and yeah, because look, at the end of the day, yeah, look, you see what these like what do these do with, like, sticking with their people, making sure, like, for example, even the grocery stores, yeah, we could even make our own grocery stores, etc., etc. And I mean,
Mm.
thankfully, with the business partner I'm linked up with, we've even got like our own like distros, our own franchises that we can basically ship out. There's our own franchise that we can ship
So
out,
what are part of the countries you're doing this
bro, nationally,
in then? Yeah,
all over.
like yeah, like in England, all over.
Yeah, yeah, all
Like
over
what
England.
region?
So the smart city we're building up in Essex, up in the county of
Mm.
Malden. But
Okay.
everything else, like, say if we're going on like a house to house basis, going off a house to house basis,
So
we're
it's everything in south, not in north.
um
What
everything's
about
right.
north of England?
Everything right now that we're working in is like near-ish London, or like in
Oh, okay.
within, like, say, 2 hours of London, shall we say, right? And the
Mm.
primary reason for that is because a lot of the money is down here. It allows us to get us to where we need to get to a lot quicker, rather than, so, like, for example, rather than going up north, getting getting loads of properties up north and then just doing the same thing. Doing it this way will allow us to get even more stock up north, and basically make this a self recycling thing, right? And ultimately, look, that's what's affecting me, because look, all the communities are disjointed. All the communities are disjointed. There's so much division, and really and truly, when it comes down to it, like, I don't see why we shouldn't be able to, run our own systems, run our own ecosystems without,
Mm.
without interference. Like, for example, Ofsted, yeah, like,
Mm.
one of the issues that they would have, for example, if we just make a STEM academy out of just nowhere, one of the issues that they would have is that, they would say, oh, you're running these other schools out of business, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. That's why we come up with additional plans to not only just make to not only make these STEM academies, yeah, but to also supplement the local educational facilities as well. So in basically supplementing these educational facilities and so on and so forth,
Mm.
it
So
allows
basically,
it
you
allows
thought
us
about
for.
everything before taking up this project.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And even when it
You
comes
sh-
down to, intaking the right people. Obviously, we have our own methods of intaking people to make sure that they're basically the right fit for operations, such as, for example, a mandatory IQ test, making it mandatory to spend your time on activities such as chess, that are actively there to, increase and improve your cognitive ability, essentially. So there's a lot there's a lot to fix. It's not like it's gonna get fixed overnight. Let's be honest,
mm.
right?
It'll get done, inshallah. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. That I'm not. But personally, that I'm not worried about that, right? But the thing is, none of this can
Mm.
happen if, again, none of this can
Mm.
happen if, like, all the communities are disjointed. That's why, like, so my business partner, just for transparency, my business partner, he's a Rastafari Jamaican, right? So, basically, we're basically bringing all of our people together,
So
making sure.
you're gonna get some people supporting you, some now, only because they're jealous. That's it. Just ignore them.
Sorry, say again.
I said you're gonna get some people supporting you and some people not supporting you only because they're jealous and just ignore them. They're just demonic people.
Yeah, but they can go, like,
It
like,
doesn't
look,
fuck off, yeah.
like, Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. People are inherently petty, and like when it comes down to it, yeah, what we end up what our plan is to basically counteract that. Yeah, say we have a massive development, for example. Yeah, like for example that
Mm.
Essex site that we're basically going to be putting the UK's first smart city on, right? To completely eliminate the negative, like any negative naysayers and stuff, we're basically going to be doing things properly. So, for example, we would first hold basically hold like weekly community meetings, similar vibe of like what I'm basically doing here. We're basically community local roundtables where we get the actual voices of the community on hand on the table. So we're actively
Mm.
working. So we're actively working with each of the
Don't
communities that we're
worry,
basically working within.
सुन के रख हम आपके साथ हैं.
I appreciate it. 'Cause look, at the end of
Mm.
the day, at the end of the day, any change that anyone wants to see invoked, there's only gonna happen with
Any
increased
change
unity.
that's good and beneficial for all of us people to unite us against the corrupted ones. Or why shouldn't we not support it?
100%. Like,
Mm.
you have, bro. Look at all the because that's happening. We're on the brink
Absolutely.
of a next world jungle, right?
Mm.
All because a certain president doesn't want some files released that incriminates him,
Mm.
right? Like, bro, people actually need to be serious and just let that sink in. Really, really be serious and let that sink in, right? And understand what that means for you, right? Because if they keep going and going and going, bro, nothing's stopping them from taking your
Are
children,
you
your
deleting
grandchildren.
everything? Are you gonna remember everything?
Yeah, I'm just basically deleting these measurements just so just cleaning everything up, basically.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, yeah. So just cleaning everything up, and like,
Look, forget other people. Yeah, they're not worth it. Just forget them. Let them do whatever they want to do. You carry on with what you're doing. Put your trust in the Lord and just leave it as that.
yeah, of course,
Nazar
but
se bach ke raho.
yeah, of course, but the thing is,
Sun ke rakh.
when it
We
comes
with you. Don't worry.
when it comes down to the wider context, for example, look, community engagement has to happen one way or the other.
Mm.
Whether we love it or hate it, community engagement has
Mm.
to happen. If you don't have that community engagement, people are going to continue being stupid and ignorant, right? Like,
Yeah, but how much you gonna tell people,
to be fair, it's not.
to work together.
Is
If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. Their hearts are blind.
The thing is, yeah, it's not even the case of like convincing people to work together, right? It's all about us providing the direction for people to go
Mm.
into, and if they don't want to go through it, it's fair enough. They're going to be stuck where they are.
Mm.
But the people that do want to change, people that do want to invoke a difference and whatnot, they will know that there's an entire support system behind us to be able to get that to be
Mm.
able to achieve that. Like, for example, like, bro, I've come across shit that's so sick, yeah, bro. Like, say, take a look at finance, for example, Kilo
Mm.
Juliet, yeah. And in about finance, right? I've come across such sick finance solutions whereby, whereby if I have like two mil laying around, I could leverage that into over what over I think about 200 mil in about 3 to 4 months, and that's only because of the finance connections that we have, essentially. So really and truly, like, I could take take what would be an extreme okay, take Bradford for example. Take Leicester for example,
Mm.
right? These areas, these areas, if for example everyone's on the same page, etc., 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 we could systematically get everyone. We can make the citizens themselves responsible for the rejuvenation of their own area.
You
Effectively,
know
we could.
what to do? Just go to Punjabi areas, Sikh areas, and just do it there and forget about the others.
Oh yeah, I mean the thing is, look, it's not even like, goal. It's not even the case of like, obviously, like, we're gonna obviously speak to our own people, speak to our own communities, speak
Mm.
to our own community leaders as well, and get the message across, right? But ultimately, what we're trying to do with this is basically eliminate the lens of race that these people have put onto place in society, and show people that, bro,
Mm.
race is just an illusion, bro.
Exactly. Okay, Sushant Rajput, a Bollywood actor, that Sushant who got murdered.
That I don't know about.
Yeah, he was doing a similar thing, and this is why they murdered him because
Yes,
people were jealous of him.
yeah, because they don't. The thing is, they don't want that. Like you have these people that they've got their own interests that they
They
have.
don't want progression, and they just want some people to stay as
And
slaves.
do you know why they got to him? Is because he was
Mm.
too isolated, right? Now, if you have that's why the whole thing has to be community
No,
led.
you know how they got to him is by a woman.
There you go.
Yes,
That's what.
this is why
That's
people
what.
need to be careful who they shag.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
It is that's what you call a
Did you not
honeypot,
see him how his color changed, his eyes changed? No, she wasn't after his money, mate.
bro. Like
She was
take a look at if you know I completely get it. That's what was called a honeypot operation, right? And basically, like if you want even more brilliant example, right? Take a look at Charlie and Erica Kirk, right? Take a look at how his so-called wife single-handedly has destroyed everything that his organization was meant to be
who's
about. Charlie Kirk's wife.
okay, who's that?
So Charlie Kirk, he's a good up in America, yeah.
Okay.
He was like a heavy Zayo and whatnot, yeah. But the moment he started waking up, he got taken up. All right, that
Yeah,
and
because the female was planted there. When
100%,
जब मर्द का downfall होता है, a woman, she's planted there. She's
hundred
there for
percent.
a reason. Like say
But
Imran Khan's
I'm
second
actually so
marriage.
gassed. I've got like fucking 23,000 likes. This is literally the most likes I've gotten in a single live.
Oh, I'm so used to tapping. It just mentally happens to me because I think it's really wrong. It's a good job I don't tap in person, like in real life. Imagine that. And tapping everyone. Yeah, but look, Imran Khan,
100% kilo
Qasam.
jacked. Because I actually had this conversation with someone else here. Like, what they've made women out to be. They've made women out to be shells of themselves, right?
Nah, the proper hidden shaitans.
Yeah, and the thing is, like,
There's good and bad in everything in both
yeah,
genders.
yeah, but like the thing is, I'm talking on like more of a generalist perspective, right?
Yeah.
Because like in general, yeah, in general, women are like the spiritual grounding
Polian,
of the husband.
yeah, faithful ones.
Yeah, like for example, like
Mm.
you'll notice that when it comes down to the spiritual side of things, right? Women are more inherently tuned into that side of them, right? However, when they start getting influenced by degeneracy, shall we say, yeah, that's where a lot more bange arise. Where they start
Mm.
thinking that, oh yeah, fuck the banda, we can be independent, this, that, and the other. And like it just causes it just ends up causing a toxic culture. It ends up causing
This
uh,
is why men should control themselves, but they can't
yeah, I mean, you know why they can't control themselves is because the
because
one,
they're weak. They have no spine.
and on top of that, a lot of the ones that can't control themselves, they basically succumb. They're overly emotional, so is a lot is very easy for them to succumb to these issues, shall we say?
Yeah, but men like Imran Khan and Shashant Rajput and these type of men, they ain't weak men. They were taken down for a maqsad. Their thinking was just like your thing, one
Yeah, but think about it.
vision, one mission, one future.
If you deep it, yeah, a lot of these people, like say like Imran Khan, for example, right? Like with whatever you think about him, at the end of the day, he ended up getting isolated. It's when isolation occurs, they make their
Yeah,
moves, right?
because they do it. His second wife did all that to him, and he's stupid, man. Because I don't understand men. Like they
You're cutting,
Qasam.
you're cutting it out. Say that again.
Like, you're married. Just fucking leave that fucking Nali Gandhi Pakistan. Come and live here with her. But
Like,
no. He
And
thought he'll do all this.
exactly kilo judge. And the thing is, like, them succumbing to a woman is ultimately them succumbing to the panchor, bro.
No, all men are like that. Some men are so strong. Mashallah. They don't easily fall for women.
Yeah, but that, I mean, the entire reason why is they've made it very easy for it to happen, right? Is because they succumb to the panchor, bro. Like, plain and simple. And
You couldn't get to Kabir by a woman now, could you? You
how you
couldn't
doing,
get to
Wembu?
Muhammad Ali.
Got someone joining. Yeah, of course, very very few can control themselves, but that's because they've allowed a lot of degeneracy into society. They've made it so much
Mm,
easier to
yeah, yeah.
fall into that trap, bro.
Disagree to agree, yeah.
How you doing, Wembu? You alright? Oh, let's get that out. There's some
Yeah, दिमाग खा
some
के
trash,
दिमाग खाने
like,
आया है।
big up people
मैंने
people.
पता नहीं मैं क्या बोल रही थी। मेरा सिर ये लोग खाता।
Yeah, like for example, yeah, cool, yeah, like one of my so I did I did a cost evaluation for like a development of about 100 houses, yeah, up in again up in Essex, right? Now this is the difference like a good design can actually have, and it also falls in line to like a lot of the post to the post that I've been making on TikTok and whatnot, right? But the just the fact so just standard houses in that area, right, systematically degraded what it would be, so it systematically degraded like the revenue that would be generated out of that. So effectively most about 75% of the houses would actually make a loss. The systems that I basically created paired with stuff like agritech, water filtration, water purification, and whatnot. And that's just, you know what that ended up doing to the end value, right? That ended up doubling the end value. And then the guy that was that had the piece of land and whatnot, and that had this like come to me, he's made some fucking bullshit up, like, oh, there's that, there's extra charge and all that fucking bullshit. And similarly, right, there's like this other Pakistani uncle, yeah, bro, I had the
It's
ability.
always the bloody Pakis in it.
So basically there was like this other piece of land that I was up in Middlesbrough,
Pakis
right?
don't die, I'm only joking.
And so basically there's like this 27-acre piece of land up in Middlesbrough, yeah. I was speaking with the council. The council were very happy, and so much so that they wanted me to sort out a lot of the other problems. And then all this guy had to do was allow us to take a charge on the land so we could raise the money without them even putting down money. I even offered to pay him 45 million pounds for the land after we're done with it. Still rejected it, right?
Just give me the money.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Bro wanted 5 mil, yeah, 5 to 7 mil over 45 mil on that piece of land, right? This is an example of how short-sighted a lot of these people are. Now, when it comes down to finance and whatnot, I've spent a good part of I'd say since I left Birmingham in about like 2018 2019 when I went to college, yeah. From that point onwards, I started learning more and more about finance systems and whatnot. And I figured,
Mm.
like, more often than not, you can actually you can basically self fund what you do. If you already own the asset, you can self fund what you need to. You can self fund what you need, and then goes into
I can't get into finance, it's too complicated for my tiny
bro,
brain.
this bear shit.
I've read books,
F-
yeah, I've read books on
fuck
it.
you, Bobby.
What
To,
happened?
look at Bobby's comment. I hope.
Yeah, I said I'm loving him.
What Alu? I
He's
think
got good humor.
someone's not had their aloo prota today.
He likes Salu.
But yeah, like for example, the finance side of things, like we can very easily take like to put a charge on a piece of land and property or whatever, and take it up into that profitable regions and whatnot. That I mean, ultimately, yeah, I mean, ultimately, it just boiled down to him. And I'm yet to. Still yet to fight this Donny in court because he basically stole my IP and out of everything, I got him up to a point where he
Mm.
said, "All right, cool, yeah, all this and that, right?" Then he turned around and said, "Oh, fuck you! I'm just gonna go take it to someone else. Fuck you! You're not getting paid. Blah blah blah. This that, and the other. It done the other take yeah these fucking modules, right?" And
Imagine fucking someone and you end up with ugly kids.
bro, 100%. The whole thing
And
that's what
hey,
happened. I've never had I've never had I've never had someone
ugly
that's
child.
no, and I haven't had children to begin with, but I've never had someone that's tried to
Will I
like
give
mess
you
with me.
code takre han inshallah.
Yeah, of course, bro. I mean, bro, my niece, she's very cute. Like my God,
Yeah, but imagine having kids and they don't turn out to be how you expected and you can't take to them. And you can't even give them up for adoption or anything like that. You can't give them away because you feel sorry for them.
bro, then that ends up being a skill issue. Yeah, Kilo Job. You know, Kilo Julia. Even with everything in writing, there will always be a person that will always try to do you over, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
double check.
yeah, exactly. They will always try it, but the thing is, the reason why they try is because they think that they can get away with it. That's the only reason why, right? And then
Mm.
like
They proper fuck you over, innit?
exactly, and then on top of that,
They mentally do it for
even
you to oh,
even something as basic as having employees as well. Even these days, yeah, you got to make sure that your employees, or you have to make sure that the employees go beyond just a standard just a standard fucking what's it called, a standard fucking interview, because like especially in like these small businesses, startups, etc. You know, a lot of these people, they can't afford to put out and
I like the way you play, you know.
hmm?
I like the way you play
Play what.
on the computer, yeah.
Oh right, right. Yeah, I mean, bro, I've got three monitors. I've for like the longest time I've wanted to get a triple monitor setup. Yeah, it's beautiful. I rate it
Mm,
because I got the
you
TikTok
get more
live
stuff
studio
on
on one
that
side.
then, innit?
Yeah, like I've been building computers since I was about 12.
Someone in my family couldn't do that.
Yeah, like it's
Like
very
they
easy.
can build stuff.
Like say for example, say for example up in here, you know, say we have our own we got our own computer stores, we got our own housing associations, we got our own maintenance like maintenance companies, etc. Uh,
Umbrella company.
yeah, I mean that ends up coming into like company formations and so on and so forth. Like, but there's a lot of change that Upney can set forth, but it's like I feel like Upney have allowed a lot of these naysayers to basically give us a worse image. But it's not like they don't. One sec.
What are you doing now?
No, I just had to let out a massive burp.
Oh, I burp all the time, but nobody could hear it.
Um,
But I don't go.
yeah,
I
no,
don't do that.
you got them baby burps. That's why.
Have you heard my sneeze? I go. Chit, 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 chit.
Nah, you're probably like
No, no, I told you how I sneeze. I sneeze like this. Ch, 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 ch.
bro,
Yeah, honestly,
when I sneeze, it feels like it feels like an earthquake.
you're like,
That's that
ooh.
feels like it feels like an earthquake. That's an 8 on the Richter scale.
Or maybe this is why my brain fell out then when it heard you sneeze. Yeah, ah, chow. And I,
You know, I can't lie. Sometimes I feel like I just end up sneezing like because I've you know I don't know if you'd get this, yeah, but you know, like there's been some instances where I just like go like just let go into it. So like I just let myself just sneeze loud as fuck, just because I know no one's at
oh,
home.
I don't care. I'm loud as well.
Oh, but
I'm not
it's
bothered about
hilarious.
it.
It's
Mm.
hilarious. But like,
With my body, I can be loud with it, innit?
but Well,
Some people when they fart, you can't even hear them, and they smelly though, because like when you sit next to them, there's a certain smell, and that's their fart. Some
oh, the silent but
fart like
oh, bro, that's killer.
boom, yeah, and some fart like it's been a tornado or
You don't-
something, but there's no smell to it. The silent ones are the deadly ones.
the fucking the podnado, bro. Bro, the silent ones, the silent ones are deadly,
Yeah,
bro.
innit?
Because like especially the ones that go.
Oh yeah. You
uh,
know, g- the guys at work, yeah, they fart all the time around me. Yeah, because they call me bro. What's up? They treat me like a guy in it.
uh, yeah, kind of red rum. This isn't Khalistan just yet. This is a project I'm doing up in Ascot where there's about £1 million house that I'm basically uh uplifting it so it gets into that like 2.5 million pound price range essentially. But bro, Khalistan coming soon.
I
Definitely,
think,
bro.
G,
Definitely, Khalistan is gonna come before 2030, bro. Definitely.
Angela. Okay, GB,
Oh, did
are
he?
you allowed to come to Pakistan?
Shit. Yeah. I don't see why
Are
not.
you? Okay, I'll call you there, and on my Zameen, you can make a nice big house there.
Bro, of course, bro. One of my good mates is Pakistani, innit?
Why? Huh? He's laughing at my inshallah. What wrong did I say?
In,
You
in,
said you want
inshallah, mirch, mashallah.
you said you want Khalistan. That's your own place in it. So I said inshallah. What's wrong with that?
No, it's like Red Rum's good. He can be a little bit of a joker
Okay,
sometimes.
listen. Will you come to Pakistan
Well, of course, you realize a lot of these countries I do actually want to go. One of my mates, yeah, he asked me if I want to go to if I want to go to Iraq, and I said to him, of course, bro, because there's a lot of these Middle Eastern countries are actually they've got them they've got they've got that natural beauty about them that's just been
then?
provided over
Yeah.
the years. Like for example, Afghanistan, right? Well, Afghanistan has probably got one of the most
Not
beautiful.
Afghan. I don't know
No,
anything
no, but
about
no, but
Afghan.
like I'm just giving an example. Like
All right.
Afghanistan,
Okay.
Afghanistan, for example, right?
Mm.
When I saw
That's after I get married to Kabibin, and then I'll take you to Afghan so you could
yeah, yeah, but I mean,
meet in your house in the
but,
cave. Yeah, with my
but I
camera.
mean,
Yeah.
aside from that, when I saw the lads at Top Gear going through, when I saw the lads at Top Gear going through Afghanistan,
I
yeah,
need to watch.
aside
Send
from
me some episode.
aside from them wearing the full head to the burkas to hide themselves from the other people, it's like
Send me that
what?
episode. Send to me. Because it's gonna take me years finding it in it.
Oh,
But
bro,
that Jeremy, he's racist in it.
no, I don't think so, bro.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, bro. The thing is, yeah, even with how like Top Gear got ended, yeah, he literally. He literally
Punched.
he decked his producer because his producer is just talking shit, right? Which I found hilarious, right? But basically, when they went to Afghanistan, yeah, they actually showed us some very cool, some very beautiful mountain ranges down there, which
Oh, okay.
is
Yeah, but
crazy.
you know what? Afghan is like a miracle country.
How do
Do
you
you
mean?
know that? Like how it's placed and like there's nothing there yet.
Well,
Everything's there. Do you get me?
personally I've never heard that term.
Yeah, I read into it, but like I read so much and I watch it so much that my brain's getting smaller and smaller and I can't explain.
Hmm. Well, I mean, wait, hold on. You say your brain's getting smaller and smaller, so you can't explain.
Yeah,
But
like
how?
I think I've got knowledge constipation or
Knowledge
my
constipation,
mind, yeah, or is it bloated or
bro.
something like that.
That's some bro. That is the most unique medical diagnosis that I've basically had.
Yeah, even badam don't help.
fucking
It's like
fucking
all
knowledge
everything I
constipation.
watch, yeah, everything I watch or read or whatever, it gets stuck in my brain. And verbally, I can't explain it.
You know one of the best ways to get past that is to basically write everything down. Like that's why, like, I mean, I've got ADHD myself, but
Me, I do like I've got notebooks and notebooks on everything. I'm like, when I die, people are gonna read this and they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, she
bro,
was so knowledgeable." But you're pretty so stupid.
bro, it's like genuinely is actually very helpful to.
Mm,
Oh, I somehow got a fucking I got a bloody restriction this life. God knows why.
I
I don't know, but God knows. But anyway, like
we're
for
not doing anything. Oh right, you know that Jeremy. You know why? Okay, so you know when you punched that BBC person
it was so funny.
and the news went out, and it was just funny how the news about child abuse and BBC is spoken as fast as what I did was spoken.
I think it
Ye-
might be because we're not using TikTok friendly language. I think.
Oh, I got it.
I think so. It's like
Oh,
it's like oh, wait, let's see.
I always get warnings. You know
Sh-
my word. You know my word
Shaitan.
terminology is not good.
Very shaitan.
Yeah, cause my word terminology is not good. Like I don't know how to say things.
Mm. Well, I
It
mean,
just comes out.
to be fair, it's good to like. It just comes down to like expanding your own vocabulary. To be honest, like to be fair,
Oh,
like
it doesn't matter, mate. I'm still gonna come out like shit. It don't matter what words I use or what I don't use or whatever. People are still gonna be like, "Oh, she said this," and then TikTok's gonna be like, "Oh, she said this." Like, no, I didn't
yeah,
mean it that
takes
way,
just gonna be
man.
oh, teri bhang di.
Oh, I'll say, "Oh, teri brati."
Oh, but
तू मेरी भैन नू ले मैं तेरे भरा नू लेंदा वां टिकटॉक
But yeah, like that. I mean, that's the thing. Innit? Like, there's too much fucking division and separation on this bitch. It's like
You know,
it's too much, too much,
forget it, man.
and I think personally, can't a lot of this I feel like comes from like a place of hatred as well. People don't realize, like, really and truly,
ये लोग मेरा
if you
सिर
break it
खाता
down,
मेरा
yeah.
दिमाग खाता I can't be bothered with them. Let them hate
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
100%. But you know what people fail to realize? What people fail to realize is that you see all this fucking bond bunga tamasha, yeah, right? All this is just it just boils down to four things.
I think they just like each other's dunyan smell. That's why they do ungle to each other.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
And then they go, हाँ, इसका smell अच्छा है मैं इसको और करता bun banda, bund banga, whatever. Do you not think?
No, it is.
Then they go sniffing the other
And
one.
to be fair, I think it's also partially to do with attention seeking as well, because a lot
Oh, a lot and fake ego and arrogance
mm,
and
yeah, bro.
boasting.
Like imagine, yeah, like bro, imagine like when I like started like coming up on like lives and shit on TikTok and whatnot, like just as like a guest and whatnot, right, bro? I saw people that were acting like fucking head teachers on fucking TikTok, bro. Like, okay, cool. It's one thing, but it's one thing where you actually discipline, that you're actually disciplining, like, you know, the fucking upbringing, like sort of like
Oh yeah,
correcting their
yeah.
attitudes and
They
stuff,
go
yeah.
to me. They go to me. You're gonna get punished because you was being cocky. I go, all right. I was being cocky, right? Okay. Punish me, daddy. Like what the hell? कसम इतना बड़ा बड़ा ये लोग बनता है इन्हें on TikTok. It's so
Mm.
funny.
Yeah, because like you know, it's the like people, you know, people have forgotten what it is like to fucking laugh with one another. Like I remember in high school times, bro. Oh my god, bro! Every a lot of people in high school they were very racist to each other, and but at the end of the day,
I think so. With upbringing is they were
100%,
sexually
bro.
abused in childhood, and they don't know how to talk about it because they're ashamed of it. But there's nothing to be ashamed of it. Just come and speak to me. It's okay. I will hear you.
Oh yeah,
I will give you treatment, therapy. I
yeah,
will
hundred
put
percent.
someone to
And
you.
to be honest, it boils down to like technically it boils down to the same thing
Daddy
whereby
didn't love mommy. Mommy didn't love daddy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, then you got that, but on top of that, you also have when you know, especially in like when you have a nuclear family, you have with that inherent resentment that ends up boiling up between parents, that people that is invisible, but is very very noticeable to the children, basically. Like for example, when in a household where the mother constantly emasculates the father, you're only going to have one result out of that, and that result is the father's authority not being respected at all. Um, you're right in that as well. The favoritism in families, that's also a big unaliver as well. When you have that favoritism, you know, one kid gets punished over the other, and like they just think to themselves like, why the f am I like why the f am I tolerating this, blah blah blah. I might as well do XYZ because they don't give two fucks
Look,
anyway.
I'm pampered, yeah, and spoiled a bit, but I'm so humbled with it. Has
The,
it ever occurred to you, anybody, that how pampered I am?
I mean, you sound pampered. I'm
Yeah, see,
I'm joking.
I'm really humbled with it. This is called being a good, strong person.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, people that complain about women being spoiled, yeah, bro. People that complain about women being spoiled and whatnot, right? Like, bro, don't you think like they'd want their daughters and nieces to be the exact same? Like,
But I'm not
because
materialistic.
no, but shall I tell you why though? Because like the thing is,
Mm,
like, okay, it's spoiled to a degree. Because like, the thing is, if you as a man aren't spoiling your daughter, aren't spoiling your daughter or your niece or whatever, yeah, they're gonna find that they're gonna want to find that validation outside. When they start finding
yeah,
that
that's true.
validation
Yeah.
outside, that's where a lot of the bunga happens. That's where you end up getting these teenage pregnancies and so on and so forth.
That's true.
And like we shouldn't allow we should firstly like we shouldn't allow the women in our society to be in that position in the first place.
It all starts with men.
Yeah, but what can you do? What can you do when like modern male leaders they're just up there fucking born, bro?
No, it starts at home. If the father's fine with the
But
mother.
the thing is, even when it comes down to the mother side as well, like one thing I've noticed is that people don't nearly talk enough about the dangers of the mother's anger and what happens when you have the
Mm,
mother's anger boil down in you when you have that resentment for both your parents boil down within you. People don't nearly talk about that more enough.
like I think like with father's beating or him not loving you or whatever, people can kind of get over that. But with the female, like with the mother, it's different because
Hmm.
mama in it. But also, in America, in Hollywood, they've done this study on butterflies. This is why most of the celebrities have a blue butterfly. It's like programming or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about them
So,
tramp stamps.
which ones?
So
So
you
basically, a
talking about the
butterfly. So
you
there's
talk.
this
Oh
female
right.
butterfly. Which
Yeah.
one?
So you talking about them butterflies that people that like some of these Jirania they get tattooed all over them and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, so the elites, they mark the slaves in armed with. So they've done a study on butterflies, and one of the butterflies, the blue one, the
Hmm.
female one, she carries trauma through generation. So now, say for
I
example,
think I kind of
Britney
heard that
Spears,
story.
she was one of them. Yeah, she was one of them that was tortured throughout her life, and she was mentioned multiple times in the e-files. So whatever trauma she had, she got
Hmm.
experienced. She
Yeah, they
she
carry on,
fe-
don't
she
they?
gave it to her kids. Then her kid will give it. Yeah, yeah. So this is why female is more taken to all this negativity and hurt and grief and things like that. Like with men, they carry on, don't they? They move on. So
Hmm.
this is why people don't bother with men so much. Because like much they have strong minds in it.
And do
Do
you
you get
think
me?
they've do you think it's like them degrading the cognitive ability to think for yourself, fend for yourself, etc. Do you think they've intentionally degraded this over time?
They do everything, Janika.
Hmm. So like in like obviously like in around so like what we got working with, right? What do you think are like some of the key points in terms of In terms of areas of improvements that you see that are going to be vital in like the years to come.
I don't think anything's getting better, mate. It's gonna get really, really worse.
But what are some of the areas you think do need that necessary urgent intervention, shall we say?
All of them. It's like, your project.
Hmm.
Right, you want to help so many people, you want to do so much, like a umbrella thing, through one thing, but it spreads out to many things.
Hmm.
But how many people you going to help and support? Because so many people will be against it, so many people will be with it, so it's like good versus evil, evil versus good. So there's only so much we can do, and it's getting worse and worse before it gets better.
Do you think that's because of all the weak leaders that we basically have?
To be honest with you, it's not really about the politician politics, because you can still make a lot of changes even without them. I think
Hmm.
it's mostly our own people. Like, say, if men give up their substance and they say, right, hang on a minute, we want this change and this is what we're going to do. And most women and youngsters probably will support that.
Hmm. And
It's
do you think do you think there are specific underlying reasons why there's been such an uptick and an overtaking of shall we say the spiritually bad over the spiritually good?
huh?
Do you think do you think there's particular reasons why for example as you said like it seems to be there's more evil than good out in this society that's occurring.
Yeah, everything's about faith as well, isn't it?
Hmm.
Because without faith, you can't really do anything. And faith is what aligns good and evil.
Yeah, because but
So it's like good army and bad army working
mm,
al- alongside each other.
yeah, because
There's good and bad in everything, even in
mm,
ourselves. So
of
if you're a
course.
strong person and you can overcome all that, you're known as a person who comes under like an angel. If you give in to everything bad and then you become a bad person, then you are known as the satanic person, the shaitan person.
Mm. And
And it uh,
personally, I think it can be simplified into a couple of things where you could argue that outside of all of this normie BS that they basically force fed through that they basically force fed in the mainstream, ultimately it just boils down to we as humans we're going through we're going through a spiritual battle between good and evil, right and wrong, basically. So I'd argue it's more so they've engaged in spiritual warfare over just traditional modern or traditional modern warfare.
it's like them chakra things in it. You gotta have everything in yourself to bring out the goodness. It's
Hmm.
like a tree. Like, I don't think so upbringing and all that has an effect on it, because you could have best of best parents and they can and the kids cannot turn out to be like haramis, and you could have harami parents and kids turn out to be the best of best kids in the whole wide world and
Hmm.
stuff like that. I think like nature could play a little part in that, because you could have like good surroundings and environment as
Hmm.
well. Because if you're in an occupied land, you can't make the changes that you want.
Yeah, true. I mean,
You can't you
even
can't
like
create gravity.
even if you take the even if you take like say like the Western approach, right? Like for example, with what they got going on with social housing, for example, social
Mm.
housing in the UK, they're basically social housing in the UK, they're basically crime incubators, whereby like they've got nothing really there to they got nothing really there to actively prevent the crimes that are happening, but in fact they incubate they basically incubate the crimes and effectively give them space to basically grow as well. Like a lot of these GMs as well, they're from these like council estates.
Fake. food, yeah, and things like that as well.
From these council estates where
Mm.
like, okay, cool, like say for example, you've had to what's it called, like you are a vulnerable person, right? And you say to the council, you're a vulnerable person, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
gonna stop you.
they would put you into council hubs, etc. But yeah, I remember back in the day, they just chuck everyone into these like really shitty dingy flats, and a lot
Mm.
a lot of these a lot of these dingy flats, which were a full of asbestos, and b like were not the right place to raise kids, for instance, right? Because like the moment the moment the kid grows up, you have all these like dodgy cunts that are just out there, and then they're just specifically there just to just to just to like influence the kids away from the parents, and then just get the influence them
Yeah, they
like
do
into
it, they
crime.
get into bad hands as well.
It's awful.
Mm. Yeah, but we're looking at, you know, the picture that we're looking at, that's like somewhere far in the horizon or somewhere.
Hmm.
The picture that we need to look at is like divorces in our communities, grooming, um,
Improving.
yeah, what else is there?
Grapes.
Kids with, yeah,
Because
rape, murder, honor killing, kids without
by the
marriage,
censor those words, by the way, I don't want you to get another violation.
oh, sorry, I forget it.
Yeah.
Jobless people, substance, things like that.
Yeah, because a lot, because the thing is, a lot of these well, I think what people fail to realize is that a lot of these crimes, they happen, well, the perpetrators of these crimes tend to be the people closest to the victim.
Exactly. So you got gunning, you got sword, knives, you got everything. So when all that gets sorted out, then inshallah,
Yeah, but
then we'll walk
but
towards the
personally,
horizon.
I don't think more bans and stuff is actually going to solve the problem. Like realistically, yeah, like them. Oh shit! Fuck off! What the
Is that
fuck?
an alarm or phone
No,
call?
that was TikTok Studio said that the live was going to end in 5 minutes because they were seeing some inactivity, which is silly. Like
Mm.
the only downside of like this format of this format of streaming is because I'm on my computer. Like, yeah, you have
Mm.
to have like you have to have a webcam. Like you have to have a
Oh, okay.
webcam
Okay.
camera.
Okay.
Like, otherwise, like it doesn't let you go live, which is unfortunate. But
Mm.
because I don't have a
I don't
webcam,
understand TikTok. Okay, you were saying something.
I can't
I
laugh.
can't
I
remember.
can't laugh. I forgot what I was saying before.
Let me think. Something about the issues in our communities and things like
Oh
that.
yeah, so like obviously a lot of the perpetrators of issues in our communities come from people that are closest to the victims and whatnot. But
Mm.
like one has to figure out how the fuck to separate these issues away and make sure that they don't plague our communities. Because at the end of the day, they they end up acting like cancer. They end up acting like cancers to like the wider picture. uh, cause further issues in the families, further issues in so on and so forth. So it just ends up getting quite ridiculous, to be fair.
We've had such a good conversation, mashallah,
Mm.
for
Bro,
2-3 hours. We could have just done that privately.
yeah, true. But the thing is, obviously with this platform and whatnot, um, as I mentioned, me the thing is, think of it like this, yeah. The reason why I'm doing this is basically market research, essentially. So
Mm.
we're basically figuring, we're basically instead of us worry, shit. One second, my head's just caught in my headphones. Basically, so instead of us just worrying about, oh, have we gotten all these, or have we calculated all these problems, have we gotten everything correct, and so on and so forth, instead of just worrying about that, we're basically relying on the community to tell us. Like, now, the reason being for this is because, like, we know, like, obviously money is the main issue, really and truly, yeah. But um
Mm.
effectively, we're basically giving people and communities an outlet, similar to similar to the ancient Greeks, effectively. So basically, back in the day, yeah, back in the day during the time of ancient Greece, they used to have how they used to set up their public discourses, and so and how they set up the senates and whatnot. It was quite it's quite unique. And like for its time, if you compare it to different, different political systems throughout history, the ancient Greek system was probably one of the least corrupt systems that were created, and that was primarily because, like, for example, the plays that used to happen in ancient Greece that allowed the ancient Greeks to actually to actually push out their push out their political thoughts, agendas,
Agenda.
and also have people reply to them. Oh shit.
Mm.
And also have people challenge them, reply to them without any like legal consequence. Then there was the then there was like the larger the larger stadium. Now what was unique about this larger area, right, is that there were no speakers back in the time. They used the science and physics of acoustics to basically to allow the voice to naturally project. So they had platforms for political discourse with no consequences, and then they had a discourse platform for where obviously there were where they took seriously, and these were the people that would these are the people that would put their ideas forward in order to be their respective community leaders within that sector that they're basically proposing and taking forward, essentially. And effectively, that's kind of what we're trying to push forward. Because rather,
So the Greek thing is that better than Ottoman Empire because Ottoman Empire had good rules as well in it,
yeah, but they did commit quite a few G sides.
or crimes and things.
Yeah, like I
Do
mean,
you think
it's mainly the G sides that were the issue, to be honest with them. Because like before the Second World War, they were before the First World War. Sorry, they were actually on they were on a fucking madness, to be honest. Like they
they were here in Second World War?
no before the First World War. I
Oh right.
said a typo, but they if you look at the history, if you look at the historical dates of all these like empires and stuff, you notice that they're actually a lot closer together than they're a lot closer than you
Yeah,
realize,
yeah.
which I find very
Mm,
interesting.
yeah, I found that really weird as well. Like majority of the empires were like aligned with the royals as well.
Oh yeah,
Like
of
they were
course.
there in their times.
Yeah, of course. Like I mean, they like well, obviously like, back in the day they did have, they did have their their time. They did have times and areas where they did actually shine. They had their own like goodness about them
Mm,
in their own particular ways. But I mean, at the end of the day,
but
like, but at the end of the day, I still think like the ancient Greeks still had
they were better.
something. They still had they still will they still had a good idea on how to handle a lot, especially a lot of the contentious stuff as well. They literally had like
You're not a lot for a young person, mashallah.
bro. I used to read bear books when I was younger. Like
May the amount of stuff I watched and read and look at my head, look at my brain. I
we turned
can't
into
even go
Megamind.
out. Yeah, I can't even bring anything out. I'm so bloated.
No,
Bloated, mate.
yeah. To be fair,
Constantly. कब से मेरे mind को
yeah.
जो
To
भी
be.
मैं पढ़ती जो भी मैं पढ़ती जो भी मैं देखती बस जाता मेरे दिमाग में निकलता भी नहीं है जुबान पर
And like what, like one of the things
Zalim.
that when Red Rum just mentioned Khalistan and whatnot, yeah. Like the one I remember having this discussion on M25's live as well, right? And it's more so putting everything into perspective. Like people underestimate, actually people under and overestimate what it actually takes to do what needs to be done. Like for example, if we really wanted our own state, it's very easy to do, right?
Yeah.
Like I was going through so I was going through like some stuff and going through some stuff, and I just show the panel, show the parties like, look, if you really wanted to do something, right? If you really wanted to do something, you could buy it. You could buy an island, right? You can buy an island to put up, what's it called, put up what you need to put up, and so on and so forth. And like ultimately when it comes down to it, like I saw islands that were like about 100 acres for 100 acres for under a mil. It was like, um I think it was under about 800 grand ish. Like between 800 to 900 grand, you could get your own fucking island to do what you want in international
What,
waters
on an
where we.
island, mate? If I was stuck on an island with Khabib, I'd be fucking screaming, but not for help. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I mean, like think about it like this, yeah. Well, when it obviously gets up to that stage, right? Your biggest things are going to be food, shelter, water,
You
electricity,
could
right?
do that in a survival mode, you know, like when
Yeah.
you want to survive,
And if you
survive.
wanna if you wanna simplify things further, yeah,
Yeah.
to generate electricity at like, to generate electricity at that level, right? You know all you would need is a fucking car alternator and the force of the of like the force of like diverted river stream or something to actually generate that electricity. Like there's many case studies of people actually having done this, and them having it turned out to be quite successful, to be honest.
And if you want candlelight dinner, just rub two stones together, two pebbles together, and light up.
Flint and steel.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah, like
Are
the
you ready to move to Ireland now?
bro.
You just need to find a female to produce.
I've been making fire since I was very young. So like, we know how to do it. Like so much so like, like when I was in uni, yeah, we actually went up to like sort of like a little woodland that was nearby the
Oh
uni,
my
yeah, and like
god,
we
that would
actually,
be so scary.
bro, we had a fucking bonfire, and we literally had a fucking barbecue right over the bonfire as well. It was
Oh
so
my
sick.
gosh.
It's so sick.
No, in middle of the night, nowhere.
But it's
You
so
know,
sick.
in uni, my best friend was a Sikh guy.
How is it?
Yeah, cause me and him got on so well together.
Yeah, I mean, that just goes to show, to be honest, that just goes to show you, like, look, at the end of the day, like,
Mm.
we are a lot stronger together than divided. And that's really true. That's what people need to get into their heads. Are you okay, Ghoul? You've been coughing quite a lot.
No, I cough a lot. So
Have some,
basically, he didn't like the other female.
have some honey in it.
No, I'm alright. So basically, he didn't like the females because he couldn't joke around with them in it. So every time he said something, they were like, stop it. Bro, bro. So every time he said something to me, I would do it back. You know, like every time he said something and I would do it back, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, you're my bro." In a female body.
Oh mate,
I'm like, every fucking guy calls me a bro. You know, like be it in like
no way,
education or
bro.
at work. Yeah, bro, cause
No way, bro. That's wicked.
in there, be on the streets or at work or
Bro,
family relatives,
I
whatever.
just saw as well. Tarki Chacha Leah has also joined as well.
They'll be like, they'll be like, oh, bros here. Like, yeah, cause the
you
RS3.
tell him, Yara.
In there, yeah. What you talking about?
Boys, you know what? The thing
I'm
is,
only a bro.
I don't even find it. I just find it like, I find it hilarious. I find the accent so funny personally. Like, bro,
Cause
like I feel like whenever I hear that accent, I'm gonna get offered a stage 3 remote.
no, you know what gets to me? You know, have you seen Clouds when he speaks it?
Oh yeah, one take three. Bro, it's like that. Like the thing is, I've got nothing bad to say about the accent.
No,
I just
cause
find
no, no,
I find it.
I don't know the
It's
guy.
I find it like it's a cool accent because it's just so unique. You get me?
It is so different. I know I heard one text and I thought he was a Paki or something like that because the way he was speaking. And then he said something. I'm like, Punjabi hai? बाकी तो नहीं हो सकता. Then he said something. Then I'm like, है मेरे दिमाग ते चला गया. पाकिस्तान दे विच भी पंजाबी होंदे आ. Then he said something else. I'm like, है सिख पंजाबी है मुसलमान पंजाबी नहीं है. And the way he was speaking, I was like, oh my gosh, your accent is taking you somewhere. He was laughing. He was laughing himself. Oh my gosh. It just sounds like proper like a
Sounds like proper yara.
yeah, like proper Paki yara.
Yeah, but like, I just, you know what? It's just so iconic. Like, I think I don't know who turned that into a meme, but it just turned it so
Or
iconic. Like, you know, 89 kind of sounds like that as well. Like 89 sounds like bro, 89 sounds like he's about to remap my car, bro.
you know, I came across A9 on Rosie's live. It was early in the morning. So it was him and who else? I think you and someone else.
Oh,
And we
it's
were
probably
just
on
talking.
M21st live.
No, I don't know that guy. I only go to people who I know. So it was on Rosie's live, 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. HX comes up and he's fucking telling us about holes in the walls or something.
Holes in the
That's where
walls.
I met, yeah, Moria, what you call wall?
Ganda.
Diwar the witch.
Diwar Ganda.
Yeah. And he's like, this is where people hide their substance. This is where people hide shit and stuff like that. And he's putting his hand in it. I'm like, I don't understand you, man. You know, jithe mori utte marad da hath. I go, you could catch like AIDS and HIV or STD or something like that. Take your hand out of the mori house
You're probably thinking of tetanus.
or whatever. I don't know, man. And then he's there shoving it, like taking stuff out. I'm like, what the hell, man, what are you doing? Just leave it. So that's what
Oh,
I met
Tarki
him.
Chacha Leo Kidna. But you know, probably the funniest person I've come across on here is probably Leo, bro. Leo is fucking. Oh my god,
No, Saddam. Hands
oh my
down,
god,
Saddam is the
bro.
funniest.
I think, bro. I think Leo and Hashmi should be on the same panel together. That would be my god. That would be legendary.
I think Saddam, hands down, because
Because
I
Hashmi,
get told off so many times when I interact with him because I and he's like, oh, I'm in the shower. I'm like, I'm stripping in the shower. And then he's like, oh, towel is wrapped around me. You're like, drop the towel.
I remember when I came across him first, yeah, man. I was like, bro, who the fuck just randomly shows that they're in the shower, bro? And secondly, how the fuck is his mic not picking up the water fucking falling from the shower?
And then
Like,
he's like, what the hell?
what kind of noise cancelling magic does this fucker have?
And then it's just magic. And you know, like when he's lying on the bed, he's putting his legs up and he's doing that bicycle thing with his legs. I'm like, I'm copying you. I'm like, I'm copying, yeah. I'm like, I'm copying you, Saddam, and I copy him as well.
Oh, have you seen his Hashmi mask?
I've never seen any pickadoos that
Bro, you know what?
that's Saddam to do as Hashi.
Bro, I would literally make, you know, I would literally make him Hashmi merch. Like if he literally, bro, I swear to God, yeah, if he got paid for like the fucking hoodies and whatnot, yeah, bro, I would 100% print him Hashmi merch, bro.
I'll
Like, bro,
bend over and make them doos.
bro, Hashmi's fucking button like cups, hoodies, the whole nine yards, bro.
And then AI videos, he does on his face as well to change and stuff like that. And then the more you tell him off, the more he does it. And then he's like, he called the cops on me. Can you?
Well, his harsh music impression is so good. Like I remember, like I actually made an alt account, yeah, specifically just so I could go on to Harsh Music Live. Right, my God, it was so fun. Bro, I just pretended, yeah, to be like one of his followers. I was like, oh, bro, like, what's this I'm seeing? Like, there's some, I just keep seeing posts of like some guy, who's got your face on everywhere, just calling you like something like Dude or something, right? And he's like, oh my, like, I can't even say the voice because it's so high pitched. He's like,
Right upon
he's just
him.
an asshole that keeps bullying me. I did nothing. He just keeps coming
No,
after me again and again.
his voice is so like boyish and so like rainbow.
Bro,
Do you get
he
me?
sounds like a proper Gandu, bro. Whenever he speaks,
In it,
like
and it,
you can just tell like he hasn't even gone. He sounds like he's gone through a woman's puberty rather than a man's puberty.
he's still a teenager, and he sounds like he's one of them juggly core that go to his mummy all the time.
Defo,
And mommy,
100%.
mommy, sit down, mommy, sit down, mommy.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, mommy, sit down, mommy. Oh my
mommy said Sam's
gosh,
bullying
yeah.
me.
I don't know how do you call the police on someone from the country?
He's like, hello, police. Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police.
Because when Thingy Saddam was saying that, what did he actually do? And he goes, yeah, he called it. And he's like, what?
Oh.
Like, how can that even happen? I don't get it.
Bro, Saddam was so. I swear,
It's so real.
I could have sworn Saddam was actually so happy when he found out Hashmi pulled the feds on him. Like
You know
he
how
he's
I met
genuinely
Saddam first time?
he sounded so happy.
You know how Saddam and I met first time. So this was going back on like 2-3 years. Khalifa did a live, and him and Khalifa are like best friends, good friends, mashallah. And he was talking about some gully or something in an alleyway. And so he was like, if you saw two gully and they wanted your front and they wanted your back.
Bro, to be fair,
what would you
bro,
what would you be okay with or something like that? And everybody was like, oh my god, this guy, he's so disgusting, he's this, he's that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm loving this guy. I was like, continue with your stories.
well, I mean, bro, it's true. Like, to be fair, like you know, if you're walking home at night, yeah, probably the last thing that you want to see is just two two people just like hooded up, just like doing nothing but being unemployed.
And then guess what he did? He got a watermelon and he cut it and he presented so, female genital.
you can't say that again without laughing.
And then, do you know what you do with this and stuff like
oh shit.
It was like, how do you eat this and stuff like that? And everybody
Wait, how do you eat a
laughing
watermelon?
Yeah. And everybody was laughing their asses off and telling him off and stuff like that. Like, I just love that man because he's so funny.
Wait, so Saddam should be a fucking stand-up comedian, bro. Oh, bro, yeah, do you remember like in the early 2000s? There's like a Gora stand-up comedian, yeah, but he's like a ventriloquist, but he had he had a puppet that he made called Ahmed the Dead Terrorist.
Oh, sorry, I'm on mute. Which one?
So Ahmed, Google, bro. If you just type in Ahmed in Google, yeah, it comes up. It's the skeleton puppet.
Okay, and then you know what Saddam did, right? He jumped in the flipping swimming pool with his fully clothes on. पूरा कपड़ा पहन के he went to swimming pool. He just jumped straight in it.
Oh well, that sounds like exactly what you do. Wait, yeah. If you
I'm
bro,
like, me,
if you Google Ahmed, so Achmed, yeah, was the first result that comes up.
or message me, Meg. I'm gonna forget.
So
You know what Saddam used to do? So when he used to go out at night time, he used to put his trousers down
bro,
and walk in the kitchen. And walk in his kitchen. And we were like, Saddam, you gotta get arrested. Don't do that.
oh mate, he's a fucking he's a walking meme.
Because if he was married, his wife would die from laughing. Like, imagine being married to a man and you just laugh, 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 even if it's a serious matter and you can't argue about it because you'll end up laughing about it.
Bro, you know what they say, yeah? Laughter is literally the best medicine.
Mm. 'Cause,
Like, bro, I remember I remember when I was in uni, yeah, bro. The golden mates that I had, yeah, they were so scared of just like just like saying like jokes, bro. I just said to him, mate, I said to him, like, mate, just say your jokes. Like, why are you so scared just because I'm brown, right? And
exactly.
and then you know what I
That's
actually
how
did?
people get on in it through dry
Yeah, yeah,
humor.
but I can't
What's
lie.
wrong with
Yeah,
him?
what I've also done, what I also did used to do. Yeah, I pretend I used to pretend to be offended, and like, mate, the look on their faces was so funny. It was like it's so funny. Watching them be offended at something they thought I wouldn't be offended at was probably the
Yeah,
was probably the most fun
exactly.
I've had. It was probably one of the most fun that I had in the uni. It's fantastic.
I call them porkies and they call me a parky. Yeah. So they're like, listen, you pack it. Go, why you poor okay? What? Yeah, you gotta give it. And you know what pisses me off? They go, curry, curry, curry. I go, no, it's not fucking curry. I go, every dish we make, it has a fucking name to it. I go, if you go to Pakistan or India, probably like Bangla, and you say, I want a curry, they're gonna give you that yellow liquid in it.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, because the thing is, we also have something called Punjabi curry, which is just like it's basically
Yeah,
the
exactly. So you say
pakore, which
handi,
is just like
chicken
in the curry.
handi. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. I said this to them. I show it so many times. I go, this is curry. I go, this is called handi, chicken handi, meat handi or whatever handi.
Hmm.
They don't even know other fucking dishes. It's like
Oh,
calling
yeah, the last time,
pasta lasagna.
last time Gora said that to me, I said, "Well, stop fucking taking all." Yeah, I said, they said, yeah, they called me like curry munch. I said, "Well, I'll stop taking your jobs when you stop stealing my curries."
Yeah, exactly. And they lived in our fucking countries. Well, not lived, but like looted our countries. And okay, lived in them as well for like thousands of years. And they're not brought a single of our language back or sentence or anything back
you,
as well.
yeah, but I like
And they
to see
expect
that
us to
as
know everything.
to be fair, I like to see that as uh, them eating the karma that that they sowed seeds for
Yeah,
back in
we're
the day.
taking over.
To be fair, it's not the thing is like I wouldn't say like taking over. I just say like we. The thing is like a lot of our people end up being better leaders,
I'm broken.
better leaders, better people within industry to to handle certain things and so on and so forth. Like for example,
I'm,
do you remember that? You remember that Carly Elaine the Pain? That
huh?
was there's like this Carly called Elaine the Pain that she was having to go at South Asian shops, right? So, boycotting Asian
Oh,
shops.
right. Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah,
didn't
yeah.
watch it so deep into your,
Yeah, like, I
but
mean,
I came across the
bro,
folder.
I asked her a very simple question. Yeah, I asked her a very simple question. I said, okay, cool. If you have such a problem, yeah, why don't you create your own supply lines? Why don't you create your own distributors? And you know what her response was? She says, oh well, we can't do that because too many of one race are already doing it. And I said to her, that's so stupid. You
It
literally
don't matter.
that's
If you're
literally
gonna do something, you do
exactly. That's
it.
literally. I said to her, that's literally one of the most self-defeating points I've ever heard, right? Because
But you
you're
do
just giving
realize
up.
that upper if they step back, everything will collapse.
Oh,
You
I
know
know.
this.
Yeah, I know.
Like for example, look in Rose, when the Rose happen, when the
Mm.
fasting happens, how quiet businesses go.
Like to be fair,
It's
a
off.
fantastic
It's
example would
off.
be Brexit. To be honest, remember when they initiated Brexit and did what they did? Yeah, the country basically and so they initiated Brexit, did what they did. They kicked out they basically kicked out all the Europeans' visa got kicked. They disappeared the visas and whatnot. Right? What happened? The trucking and logistics industry just completely collapsed, right? When it comes
Yeah, they don't understand our power. This is why we need to unite and get them on their knees.
to be fair, I don't think
I'm
it's
willing to do it by my sword.
yeah. But the thing is I don't even think that's necessary because you know what people fail to realize. Like, cool, look, even at six, even at six we practice Shasta Vidya and whatnot. Yeah, but people fail to realize that the real battlefield is not on the ground anymore. It's not on the front lines anymore. The real the real battlefield is within corporations,
It's mentally.
is within the geopolitical systems that we're working against. Because I think it's really and truly best way to dismantle and change these systems is to work from within it.
The men need to change. They need to become better. Inshallah, then everything can fall into place. Then everything can come together.
Yeah, like,
So once they give up their substance and everything,
yeah, and this but this the thing is
and
this is what
cheating and lying and shit like that.
yeah, and effectively this is where the community cohesion is important. Because the thing is, if you don't have that community cohesion, that's where all the born wrong starts to happen. Like for example, I think Kilo Juliet was saying like how would you how would you stop like these people like unnecessarily like overtaking etc, right? And like how would you alleviate the greed, right? Because we would be the only people that would be doing giveaways on houses. And say for example we have a massive area, yeah, we basically systematically we basically offer the homes to the locals first. And say for example a local can't buy the house, we would basically just do a, you know how you do like a fucking a part exchange on a car, right? We'd operate the same thing with the houses themselves. So basically part exchange your house, you fucking get you a
You
nice
start
banging
with
house.
your own communities and then you go outside other communities. But then again, it's all inner self fight. If we can't change ourselves
Yeah,
to
but like the
become
thing is,
better
even
humans and come together, then there's no
even in my
point of
communities, yeah,
anything.
even my community, yeah, like the biggest problems that I'm seeing is that there's Masans, there's followers of Dirmal and followers of Ramrai. These are people that are systematically, systematically perverting the religion and the way of life to be against what the guru needs it to be, right? And like you have that all over the place. You have people perverting scripture to fit their narrative, and then ultimately, what happens when you put when you commit such a heinous act of blasphemy, you get divine punishment happening on you. That's why like um everything that we're doing is by the will of God, bro. Like I literally like 2 years ago,
Exactly, that's another thing as well.
like literally, you know what happened 2 years ago. 2 years ago, 2 years ago, like, like literally a week before my birthday, went into the Gurdwara and I prayed, right? I prayed, asked for my hukam,
Do you
right?
have a birthday every 2 years?
No, 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 not every year, but it's just on this birthday
Oh,
2 years ago. I went to the Gurdwara, right? Went to the
I'm spitting
Gurdwara
up my spine.
and then I went to the Gurdwara. Then
I've never been to what is it called? Gurdwara.
yeah, Gurdwara.
Gurdwara.
It's to be fair, the Gurdwaras are very nice places. Like they're like a they're like a
It's a
second,
holy place in it,
yeah,
so
they're like our
every
second
holy place
homes.
is nice. Yeah.
To be fair, there's to be fair, yeah, like as places of worship, right? I personally believe that if you're making God's house, you should make God's house truly representative of God, and what He's about, right? So like a lot
Is
of
it like a church? Could you walk into it with your shoes on, or do you have to take
no, you have to take your
off
shoes
like
off.
masjid?
Like like when you
Oh,
enter the
okay.
Gurdwara. when you enter the gurdwara, you have to take your shoes off, wash your
Mm.
hands, and then you're allowed to go in, because obviously on your shoes
Oh,
you're
okay.
tracking in all the gand
Do you have
from
to
the
be like
outside.
modest dressed?
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely, because otherwise you
So
get
could
kicked
you
out.
go in like with your jeans on top and a scarf, or do you
Yeah,
have to like wear
yeah,
like
like
the hijab thing
I mean, like
or
it's not
salwar kameez or
mandatory.
something?
Like it's not, the thing is that's not
Mm-hmm.
mandatory, but what is mandatory is keeping your head
But out
covered.
of izzat,
Now you have to keep your head covered.
mm.
Yeah, so
And what
like
about the
you,
guy?
the thing is, like you can wear your junni, this, that, and the other, and whatnot, right? But
Mm.
ultimately you have to obviously go.
Chunnery
You have
is
to
the
dress
scarf and it,
modestly. Yeah, yeah,
dupatta.
yeah, yeah. Junni
Mm.
debata. But
Well,
like
what do men wear then?
I mean, tip is either your modern clothes, or we wear a bana or kurta pajama.
What's the head covering?
The head covering is a pug or patka, right?
Oh,
But
okay.
for like
No,
the
but you guys have like something. No, like some Sikhs, they don't wear the full turban in it. Some wear like a thin one, like a bandana.
the padna, that's what it is. Padna, keski. So like there are the smaller ones as well that they tie, which is
Mm.
they do look quite nice and clean, to be fair.
I've been to a church.
Yeah, I mean, so like we've the thing is we like when I was in
I
like
didn't
primary
feel
school.
anything there.
Yeah, I get that.
Gee.
Yeah, I get that. Because to be fair, look, you're not gonna be. The thing is, ultimately, your spirit is going to be what it's going to be, effectively, right? Like
Mm.
you the thing is, when it comes down to your spirit, you have to align to. You have to make sure that your mind, body, and soul are all aligned. What is happening in modern society, everything that's happening in modern society is being done to completely separate the mind, body, and soul. So much so that, for
Yeah,
example,
it's called the chakras or something, and coming together.
well, I mean,
Am I right?
the Hindus call it
Or is
chakras.
that something different?
Yeah, the Hindus call it chakras, but it's
Yeah.
the thing is, like, the one thing that they do point out is, like, the mind chakra, right? The mind chakra is basically where your pineal gland is, where your third eye is, essentially, and that is in, like, if you look throughout certain, if you ask like certain scholars, certain spiritual leaders, etc., they recognize the third eye as probably one of the most important and prominent things
The
that humans
jaw.
have. And if you notice that
Mm.
throughout history, that pineal gland, with all the chemicals and shit that they put in the food, over over the years, that
Oh my gosh, definitely.
the pineal gland has actually gotten smaller, basically.
You know, the men, they shouldn't have cereal, because it disturbs their body.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you know the guy who invented cereal? He invented it to mess up men's bodies or something like that.
Hmm.
And I watched something and I read something and I forgot now. But just if anybody wants any information, just look into it yourselves, because I don't have the mental capacity to explain.
I think I've seen that.
'Cause,
Yeah, I think I've heard of it. It's like some weirdos. I don't know what it is with these fucking people that they just, bro, they just wake up and think, oh, how do I fuck up
it is
humanity
satanic
today?
system, innit?
Yeah, but what's crazy is that, like, they've got an extremely unhealthy obsession with children, which is scary. Like, bro, like,
Literally, yeah.
I've got baby niece and nephew, yeah, and, like, bro, I don't understand how these people can even think to just do
I
these
find
egregious
kids
crimes, bro.
annoying.
Bro, they can be total shitheads, bro.
Innit? You know why they're fascinated with kids? Because they're pure and innocent in it,
It's the
and they
purity.
defend love. Yeah, and they can't defend themselves. That's why.
Yeah, 100%. But it's like
Mm.
but, like, for example, yeah, like, all this fucking gun bullshit that they fucking putting out, yeah, like, for example, in America, they coming out with these fucking trans kids and all this fucking
How
bullshit,
cousin,
yeah,
that's so hurtful to see men like that. It's called
bro.
humiliation ritual.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why do you think women are failing and kids are failing? Because look at the state of men in it.
Yeah, exactly. For example, I don't get why. Like, for example, yeah, like, look, these like fucking weirdos. Yeah, they say, oh, their baby is trans and this and that. Yeah, and like, bro, my niece who's like almost 18 months. Yeah, right, bro. She's more into just fucking like play like picking up the kashiyan, playing with the toys and so on and so forth, right? And like when then you make that a realization that, okay, hold on, maybe our
No,
educational
I
systems
don't
aren't,
think.
like, for
No,
example,
no, no.
you know the
Mm.
educational systems, for example, right? When you start making the suggestion that, okay, is there something wrong with the educational system that's causing all these issues? The moment you say that, right, people think you're a weirdo, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're this, you're that. So much so they probably point the finger at you, then understanding why you're coming to that conclusion in the first place.
Okay, toys. I'm not bothered about the toys because believe me, because of the area I'm in from Pakistan and how we are like all over, yeah. I played with guns and stuff like that, and I used to wrestle and
Damn,
stuff like that. Yeah, I'm
sick.
like proper boyish. Yeah, and I used to like beat the shit out of my cousins and my brothers and my male friends. Yeah, because I was like, you know how Maduri is in her movies. One of them tomboyish ones, like how
Alright.
they used to show Preeti Zinta and the Kangana, whatever she's called.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like that. If someone like said something to me or messed with me or something, that I'll give them a jabber. So I don't think so. Yeah, because of my word, I don't think so. It's the toys or anything like that. Because I knew so much about like guns and tanks and things like that, and I would just
Yeah,
get a tank.
because you're around it. To be fair, like to be fair, yeah, like there's some PPOing clubs around me as well, innit? So
Yeah, but
there's at least five of these clubs around me. And when I was younger as well, yeah, I actually shot my first banduk when I was in the army cadets. It was sick. Like,
oh, wicked! I would
it's sick.
love that.
Like,
But like guys, boys, they should play with female toys and stuff like that because when they're growing up, they'll get used to babysitting their own kids and taking accountability for it and stuff like that.
yeah,
Do you get me?
but the thing is, I think the issue is much deeper than that. I think it's more to
It's
do
the
with
cross
them.
dressing I can't take on kids.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know the e-files. If you look at the e-files, you'll notice that they've specifically mentioned this and specifically mentioned about intentionally making sure that this retains to be a continuous issue with them. So like this is all in their plan to do this. They've planned to do this. They plan to demasculinate men.
Panic. Like, this been going on and things like that. It's not stopping. This society is going to get worse and worse till
Like
we come together.
I
And we can
I
only come together
noticed
when our men
hundred
get off
percent,
fucking substance.
100%.
Mm.
We need to get up. We need to get up on it. Like you need to get our uppers heads out their asses, right, and into reality. That's the main
Exactly,
thing,
because like women need to mellow down as well.
bro. The sound, oh mate, the ones that I don't understand, yeah, like you know the ones that would like fucking hit a bunda like 50 million times, yeah, and like if you just like and if you just like makes the implication to reply like, oh my god, he's abusive, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I don't think Pete,
difficult one.
I
I
don't,
hate. I can't stand horny people.
huh?
You know like who are horny, like continuously like fucking hell, mate. Have a control on yourself. Have self control, mate.
Yeah, I mean,
There's so
again,
much more
that
to
again
this
boils down
world.
to that boils down to them being slaves to their panchor in it. That's what it boils down to.
Mm. But women need to calm down as well. Okay, forgive men where you want to. Don't forgive men where you don't want to. But forget your personal reasons and shit like that. Co-parent your
And
fucking kids because they're
this,
ending up in wrong hands.
yeah, and on top of
Come
that,
together, fucking
you know
hell.
what I saw?
Yeah.
You know what I saw the other day? Go, yeah. like, bro, I
Exactly.
saw, you know what I saw the other day? Yeah, I saw a big and bright like billboard adverts. Yeah, promote it, and I saw it on a couple of buses as well. But these are big ads, and especially they were running around in like some Asian towns as well. And these adverts are full on glorifying divorce. Like they
Yeah,
so
this is what I'm noticing on TikTok. There's so many divorced men. Like, I don't get it. Like, they're barely like 30 plus, 40 plus, and they're all fucked up. Like, what the fuck, man?
you know
And
what
the women are
is
so bitter and twisted because of all these
I
issues that's
I
created by
personally
men.
I
Gee.
personally think the reason why this happens is because like they didn't I think it's because they probably didn't have like the best role models like back when they growing up, and they didn't really know
Look, I don't agree with that shit.
how
Like I
to
said
move.
to you earlier on, no, no,
Like
mate.
no, well, I mean, most
You know,
the thing is with
whatever
these,
you do is in you.
yeah, but the thing is with a lot of these
I'm
divorcee
scratching
men,
my
yeah,
feet.
the thing is good with a lot of these divorcee men, yeah, I've noticed that they ended up divorced because they let their wife just overtake them in just everything, rather than just being a bunda and just like
Some have issues themselves. They have childhood issues, which they
that
bring
too.
it into their marriage. Yeah, I don't understand how a man can be divorced when you married a woman. Like, okay, what does she do apart from Zuban Chalati? Yeah, that's it.
Mm,
Unless like she's under substance and she's having affairs and stuff like that, then obviously that's not good, in it. That's
of course not.
bad. But that's bad on both genders. But if she's just doing her zuban, why is she doing her zuban? Because
Oh, that is true.
you put her in that position. If you don't put her in that position, then she's not gonna do it, in it.
Do you think
It's like,
do you think overly masculine women are also causing these problems?
what do you mean by that?
Like basically women that feel the need to behave like men because their banda isn't acting like one.
No, I don't think so. Look, if you're gonna marry, in it, and your husband doesn't do anything, he doesn't participate in anything, he doesn't implement in anything, then obviously you're gonna become the mom and the dad of the house.
Hmm.
And then she just gets into that mode where she forgets that she's a female, and she just lives like that, like she has to do everything. So that is the cause as well, because men aim manning up and women up. It's both of the genders, to be honest with you, and they need to stop this gender war because it's good and bad in both genders, and we
Yeah,
just need to come together. I'm
yeah,
so sorry, I'm just watching my feet.
that's
Feeling
100%.
really itchy on my feet. Mm.
No, I
Not
know, I
the
get
thing that
that.
I got really, I
Yeah,
don't know what happened, like with my feet, I've got dry skin. It's because I've got eczema
use
on my feet, in it.
use what's the fucking cream? There's this
Oil.
it's shea butter and
Oh
there's
my gosh, write it down for me, man. I sound like an old woman. Oh, बच्चे लिख दो. मैं भूल जाऊंगी.
shea butter is very if you got overly dry skin, it actually, because the thing is I
Oh, she but
yeah, like I get
I'm hot
eczema
as
on
well,
my arms in
because
it.
I'm like, I'm so.
So I get eczema on my
I
arms when
think
it
it's
gets
hot
really
as
hot
well.
in it, but the shea butter actually
And
helps
mine are
quite a lot.
just my feet and my legs. That's it. Like,
Shea it will be
honestly,
shea or cocoa butter,
yeah.
yeah, one of the two, but they it
Honestly,
works very
if
well.
you see my feet and my legs, you're gonna cry because I've just been scratching and scratching,
Yeah, no, don't do that.
and
You
I've got.
don't do that. This is gonna make it so much worse. Trust me. Like,
No, it has. I've got like I'm scarred
and
on my feet and on my legs.
Vaseline is the probably the worst thing that you can put on your skin as well.
No, I've not put that on.
Because
I said I've been scratching so bad
because with
that I'm
Vaseline,
scarred.
you know what Vaseline basically is. Vaseline
In petrol or something.
is just basically crude oil.
Yeah.
It's literally
I've
just
read into everything. Like I said to you, I know things, but it's just that my mind's bloated and constipated, and उसको कब्जा पता नहीं क्यों.
mm. I might
जुबान दे
I might,
The knowledge I'm giving
I
you.
might lock off this live soon to make some dinner.
Oh, let me get you to like 45 minutes. I've done good, you know. I've given you
Oh,
a really lot.
oh shit,
I'm wicked in it,
shit, big up, good.
isn't it? Um,
I'm definitely buying you a fat aloo parota.
oh my gosh, I would love that. With what were you gonna giving me with?
Day, you gotta have it with day.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, you gotta have it with day. You can't have a fat aloo parota with like. Okay, it's either you have it with like chicken sabji
Cool.
or you have it with day. One of the two.
Hmm. I'll have it with subsi and they.
Bro, defo.
Do you think that men cook better than women?
Bro, I know I do.
Oh, you cook, Kasam.
Yeah, but I got
Oh, you're definitely cooking for me, mate.
my chicken. My God, you see my chicken? Yeah, my God, bro. My like
Oh, let me
just
see you,
bro,
mate.
just thinking about it. Yeah, it's already making me
Mm.
hungry. I
Nah,
use
you
I
gotta send me pictures now of your food.
Oh yeah, I'll
Send me
send
recipes.
I'll send you some snaps. I'll send you some snaps when when I get the chance. But mate, my God, I used to make my chicken and rice was famous in uni. Yeah, like bro, I actually had
Why you
people.
actually make chicken and rice?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
them brown rice with chicken, pulao or something is
yeah.
called.
Yeah, I'll make
Pulao
proper.
or something.
I make proper
Oh
chicken
my
biryani.
god, what the hell? You can make biryani, you can make, oh my gosh, you could
Even
make more
rotiयां,
dishes than I can.
रोटियां, परोठे, दाल.
और जेरी तसद नाल शादी करसी ने इंशाल्लाह वो बहुत लकी होसी कसम से.
Is we basically had to learn because I had to learn because basically there was this time like when both my parents had to go to India, and like literally, I was taught how to make how to get the how to prepare atta, how to make the rotiyan, and basically like right ratios, etc. Basically, but everything else is
That's
just based
proper
yourself.
like a macho man.
Yeah, bro.
You know, self-taught.
You have to learn how to cook, bro. Like you cannot live
That's
without learning how to
your
cook,
own. That's a basic necessity, and everybody should learn to
bro.
cook and clean and stuff like that.
When I went
It's
to
dumb
uni,
that
yeah,
they say, "Oh, it's a women's job," and it's not.
bro. When I went to uni, yeah, bro, I was so shocked that people didn't know how to fucking cook. Like, bro,
And
one of my
the
flatmates,
guys
yeah.
in my family know how to cook. My friends, uh, spouses, they know how to cook. They cook for me. Yeah, because they're like, they go to their wives, call quickly, we cooked for her, we cooked for her. I'm like, mate, you tell me in advance, innit? And they're like, give us your number. And the wives are like, yeah, take Kun's number.
Sounds like you got your own tiffin service.
Yeah, no, they're all right. Look, you know, my female mates, they're all right with me because they know that I don't do like dumb shit. So they're like, they trust me. So they like when they go abroad and stuff like that, they leave a lot of things in my care.
No, of course. Like, because like, for
Mm.
example, yeah, like when I was in uni, yeah, bro, deep this year, there were
But I don't take the men's numbers.
bro, the deep this year, these people, they would have like fucking some fucking disgusting rajma, the tin, fucking bread, just the most
Rajma is
bait.
that lobia with rice?
That's the kidney beans.
Yeah, lobia. We call it lobia.
Yeah, but basically,
I
bro,
think Pakis call it that.
it's such it's so fucking basic, some basic b shit that they were cooking and whatnot, right? And then I was like, bro, like
Astaghfirullah, you
because
gotta respect things, man.
because the one thing that someone was telling me, oh, like what if they make fun at you, or they complain about the smell. I was like, bro, they ain't complaining about the smell because these motherfuckers can't cook for shit. Firstly, if anything, that's gonna make them want to eat my food.
You know what? Do you watch that Tiffin lady Lily or something?
I don't know. I don't think so.
She gets her afternoon meal in a tiffin, and like you guys, your portions are so small. When I make roti, it covers the whole tawa.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like basically,
I make
when I was
like
in uni as
10
well,
rot.
yeah. Like whenever I used to make my chicken subji, I made it in a massive patila, yeah, and I just used to like portion it out for myself throughout the week.
Yeah, exactly.
And so like that, bro, that would literally used to that one patila used to last me a whole week, bro.
Exactly, like my one roti has 10 rotis inside. मेरा रोटी बहुत बड़ा है कसम.
Both
And
zabardast.
then जबरदस्त है. And they're not goal matol sometimes. Sometimes it's like the map of India, sometimes
Bro, bro,
sometimes
I was, you know,
Afghan.
when I was younger, yeah, I was such a fat shit, bro. When I was younger, like,
Oh, that's so cute. Golu, golu.
mate,
Oh, guchu,
mate,
guchu, gu.
you know, I was such a fat shit when I was younger. You know why? Because I used to have these fucking sugar
But you
parote.
fit now, mashallah. You're so good looking, mashallah. In that picture that I've seen you, that you shown yesterday, was it yesterday or
Oh,
something like that
cha.
on your
Oh yeah,
live?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Or was it, no, whose
Bro,
life was it? On Aaron's life.
no, it was on Aaron's live, yes.
Yeah. He's another funny geezer, man. Him
Bro,
and
Aaron jokes.
Singh. Singh, oh my god, have you seen his phone gallery? What the fuck? He puts up so much.
Mate, he sent me some, bro. He sent me some fucking proper lucha stuff, bro.
You guys, you guys have weird shit in your phone, mate. Honestly, you know, like when he shown it on Saddam's life, he shown it on Aaron's life and your life. And like, why would you take a picture of a fucking red traffic light?
Oh
And
man,
why would you take a picture of a fucking handbrake and car
you,
wheel and stuff like that? Like
you
Bob
know what I
Bitubad, he
used to
does the same thing.
you know what I used to do when I actually when I finally ended up having like a proper working computer when I was younger. Yeah, like it was like when I think when I got my first laptop. Yeah, I downloaded Photoshop. Yeah, and for some reason, yeah, I was just addicted to just like getting people's photos. Yeah, completely photoshopping their nose out of the photo and then just moving their mouth up. Mate, it was so funny. Like I don't know what got into me, but it was one of the funniest things
I've
I've done.
seen, you know, guys, my guy mates, they literally put their phones in my hands. Oh shit, what have I done?
Say again.
I'm tapping things and I don't know where my thumbs are going. And the amount of the shit I've seen in their phones, I'm like, what the hell, mate? How do you people even survive? And then you say, oh, women take long on their makeup and getting ready, and
That is true.
they take pictures
That's
of
so
food.
true,
I don't. And they take pictures of their food and they take pictures of this and that. Have you seen the way we take pictures, mate?
bro. You lot, you got like
Proper art.
your camera roll has got like fucking 50,000 photos in it.
And I don't. You know what
That's a
my
yeah. You
gallery
probably
is?
yeah probably like 45,000.
No, because you know my gallery. You know I don't like too much of stuff, so I delete it. My gallery is recite this, recite that, and
Are
then
you
it's
do do you have an Apple or Android?
yeah Apple. And when I inshallah when I go to Afghan on my camel, I wanna go to this place. I wanna
Have
go
you
to
ever
that
had
place.
an Android phone?
Yeah, I've had that.
So do you want to know a
Um,
little secret? So if you go on to log into Google Photos, yeah, you end up finding photos that you know you thought you'd
all
delete.
deleted years ago.
Yeah,
Oh, do you ever compare yourself like 10 years ago how you was and then
sometimes
20
yeah.
years ago how you was and stuff like that? Yeah, I do that. I've changed a lot, you know.
It's good to understand like where you came from. To be fair, where you came from and how you got to where you got to. To be fair,
Mm. I think even on TikTok I've changed a lot. I was like proper jahil banda, like proper jungly. And yeah, cause I'm like I used to just say anything,
oh
and
mate,
then and people would be like, "Don't say it."
I
I'm like, "Why? What's wrong with
was
it?"
you know in high school, yeah, bro. I was so unfiltered in high school, yeah. My God, bro. If you heard what I said back in the day, yeah, bro, I'd be in jail right now.
Cause I'm like, but it's not my fault. I don't realize. And when people tell me off, and I go, "At least I don't drink," and they're like, "It's not even about that." Don't say this. Don't say
Oh
that.
wait,
Say it like this. I'm like, oh my god, that's such a long thought of like, I don't think like that. I don't do this. I just do
bro.
things.
You
I
know
just
what?
say things.
I kind of used to get the same treatment. Like people used to say to me like, bro, like, what you like when you drink? Are you like this when you drink as well? And I was like, bro, I haven't, like, this is before I started drinking yet. And I was like, and I was like, bro, nah, this is just me naturally, bro. I'm just me in it. I said to him like, and I was saying to one of my mates, yeah, like if I'm drinking, I'll probably do some even more stupid shit, like fucking climbing a wall and then just accidentally falling off.
Oh my gosh,
Which,
because
funny
you know,
enough,
guys,
it kind of did
yeah.
happen. It kind of did happen in fucking Portugal, bro.
You know, guys are so funny when they're drunk, and they are so cute when they're drunk because there's no filter in it. That they
Bro,
can't like
that
conduct themselves,
mate, the
and
fun.
there's no like
If I had no
they're just loose.
if I decided to be my unfiltered self here, bro, my life would get fucking banana in like fucking five
But you know, no man
minutes.
has ever done anything wrong with me, especially like when they're drunk. They've always been like so kind to me.
Well, it's because you've always been around the right people. You get me?
Probably no. I've seen like bad people, negative people, and stuff like that, but I pay no heed to it. Like it doesn't bother me. I just feel like dogs are barking. What am I supposed to do?
No, I mean, yeah, that's true though.
But I'm saying like my guy mates, like when they used to drink, or like if their friends used to drink or something like that, and they were fine with me. They would actually ring me sometimes, like drunk ring me. Yeah, I was like, "What are you doing, Khabib?" They started calling me Khabib as well.
What you do, cuzzy?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just getting ready. I'm getting my camel ready, and then I'm going to Afghan.
Get my camel ready.
Yeah, like, all right, Khabib, that's fine. Have a good flight. Have a good ride. We'll see you in Afghan. I'm like, okay, mate. Toodles.
Oh man, I remember this one time we were in India. Yeah, I went to India with my family. Yeah. Oh, it's so hilarious. I was with I was with one of my cousins. Yeah, and like, bro, she was fucking jarring. Yeah, bro, she's so, oh my god,
Oh,
she's so jarring. Like, bro, she's like there's one instance, yeah, bro. Firstly, this fucking stingy cow. She didn't pay for a single taxi. Yeah, this fucking,
yeah, they don't.
and
Yeah, it's true. When you go to that foreign country,
bro, she's such a goodie,
Nali,
bro.
yeah,
And on top of that,
कसम
yeah,
से
bro,
so
the
chala देश
bro,
तमाम.
the art she had, yeah, was so disgusting. She was literally, she's like slagging off for fucking the taxi driver. She's like, oh,
हाँ, they
oh,
took a lot back by yeah.
bro, like, she's like, she was like, oh, you're from India. Why don't you know where all the roads are? Why are you using Google Maps? I said to her, listen, you're from London. Do you know where all the roads are? And she's like, what?
Exactly.
No. And I said, yeah, exactly. So shut the fuck up, right? And then basically while we were driving to where we get to, yeah, there was actually a kusra on the road in it, yeah. And I said, oh hey, maybe you can,
What's the
maybe
difference between a Kusra and a Kusri?
I actually don't know. I just know like the kusra is just the hishi in it, and basically I saw kusra out on the road, yeah. And I said to my cousin, oh, you know, maybe you can maybe you can get makeup advice from that kusra outside, bro.
At least you could speak in your own language and English when you go to India. Where we go, we can't even fucking speak English because the bastards they know.
Oh
ये
no
सारे
no no
पढ़े
no
लिखे
no no
हुए
no
हैं ना,
you know
तो
like
इनको पता है.
you know in like especially in like Delhi side, yeah, bro, like if you look lighter than them, yeah, they be like, oh 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 jay Shri Ram,
गोरे
oh teri
आने गोरे.
inna gora chitta मैं थानू he's like, oh, let me bless you. But I, like, this one time I just looked this bitch straight in the face like, get the fuck away from me, you fucking cow.
Okay, when I went Pakistan, I saw ginger hair,
No
brown
way.
eyes, blue eyes, and things like that. Yeah, near Peshawar area, and they were like coming into our house and stuff like that. And I go to my mom, I mean, tourist look are here. She goes, girl, they are our family. I go, huh? I go, tourists are the family. She goes, no, girl, these people are our family. They look like that because we're Pathans. I was like, well, I'm not like that. It's happened to us.
Like, oh shit, you're like, where the fuck, where did it go wrong in the factory line?
Yeah, like, or like when you see like pictures of my grandparents, even like my parents and stuff like that, they're like light, and then like my siblings are light and stuff like that, and then here I am brownie, like
Bro,
Imran
it's,
Khan,
the
they
thing
call
personally, is yeah, when I went to India, I find it like really weird, really weird with the obsession that they have with people that are light skinned than them. Like, I find it bare weird.
Yeah, they just a lot. They got a they card no kara ago no kara ago. Yeah, the queen comes and cleans us.
Yeah, but
Ago
mate,
one go.
I find it super weird because it's such an unhealthy obsession. It creeps me out, bro.
Custom. Yeah, oh my gosh, and the nazar and kara jadoo they do, and they're so chalak, and there's the
Oh man,
mom, and
don't even get me
you
started on
can't.
that, bro.
And blink on
You,
of an eye, they got your jewelry. They
yo,
stole your jewelry, your kapre, your everything. I'm like, mate, just fucking ask, I'll give it to you.
yeah, like when I went India, yeah, bro,
So I said to
this
my
fucking
mom was like, oh,
Marjodani,
huh?
bro, this fucking Marjodani of a fucking auntie, yeah, bro, this fucking Marjodani, yeah, I swear to God, I was about to,
Fucking
bro, I was about to fucking I was about to knock my auntie out, yeah, right? She was like, oh, and like, the
oh
ladies,
god,
bro, I swear to God, like, thing is, I was pretty. If I'd known then what I know now, bro, I would have fully just sent her and knocked her the fuck out, bro. Because basically, she's like, oh, let me put this galactica behind your ear, right? Let me put this galactica behind your
I
ear.
don't
It's good
believe in
luck,
all that.
bro, bro. To date, yeah. I've got a fucking scar, a full on scar from that dicker,
Oh,
yeah, from behind my ear, yeah. And then literally the day after I woke up, yeah, I was deathly ill. Like, bro, I was so
see
bad.
what I mean? I don't believe in tikka. I don't believe in taweez and things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
but the thing
And
is,
that Turkish blue eye thing. I don't believe in all
yeah,
that.
but the thing is,
I do believe in Nazar. I know
even
Nazar
if
happens in black
the thing is,
magic.
even if you don't
Hmm?
believe in it, yeah, a lot of these fucking kanjariya and kanjar, right? They
Yeah.
believe in these fucking mantras and these yantras and tantras.
I tell you where it started. Because, you know, when the British Empire came to our countries, they were like Bosnian, no, not Bosnian, what do you call Romanian people and gypsies, and so they do. Could you hear me?
You're lagging a bit. You said your signals at one bar is showing.
Right, okay, basically, you know, when this British Empire shit thing happened, hello,
Yep.
could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, so you know, when this British Empire thing happened and it came to Bharat, when it came to India, and along with their empire, they brought like gypsies and travelers and stuff like that, and they heavy invested on in all this shit. So it started because of that, because they started staying in grounds and cities and things like that, and they brought our ancestors into all this.
Oh yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's also like for
Like,
it's also it's also these fucking these like dodgy pundits as
yeah,
well.
that's it. So sweet.
And like the
Uh,
dodgy pundits that,
yeah,
especially like
Babe and Chuff Chuff and this, yeah.
yeah, the dodgy pundits that basically just out there for your money. They just like they just make up some bullshit and be like, oh yeah, you can sort all these I can sort all your problems out. Just pay me 50 grand. It's like probably
Bro.
the fucking biggest scam.
When you can, when you could pray to your rabbit free and he'll sort it out for you.
Yeah, no, exactly. To be fair, I think this was a pretty good live. Pretty good live. Fucking hell, you always go up to 50k likes.
And people are
She.
scary, mate. Like, you don't know how many people are watching you.
100%. And like you know what the
How
other thing
many
is, yeah.
eyes are on you?
And you know what the other thing is, yeah. Like with regards to like people that you
Mm,
meet as well, yeah. You never know that this is why it's so important to be with God, yeah, because you never know what fucking mantras people are playing in their heads while they're speaking to you, looking in your eyes,
exactly.
looking in your eyes, and just
Mm,
and engaging with you.
hypnotize.
It's ridiculous. That took fucking yeah. To be fair,
This is why I read the three charcoal and Ayatul Kursi, and you listen to Surah Baqarah in the morning.
I don't.
Like I don't know with you guys and what you guys read
It's
because
a
it's different for you.
it's our nickname. So we do a Japji Sahib, a Jab Sahib,
Well,
the
you
Viper
know it by
Sahib,
heart.
huh? So
I knew so many things
so
by heart.
so well, I don't know it off by heart. I'm trying to learn it off by heart, to be fair, but like Japji Sahib I almost know off by heart. Basically it's like we go through the nickname, which is like comprises of like a fine Panj Baniya, and is technically 7 prayers in the day that we do. So it's like, but yeah, 7 prayers. So it's like you got your Japji Sahib, your Jap
If
Sahib,
someone
the Viper Sahib, Anand Sahib, Chapai Sahib is basically our protection prayer, if you will, effectively. Naruto, how you doing,
I
mate?
can change voice.
Oi, oi,
No, I
Naruto,
can't.
you cheeky tart.
But you know,
Oi, oi, Naruto, how you
Hello?
doing, mate?
Yo, you're right.
Yeah, you?
Yeah,
Yeah, mate,
you're asleep.
me.
you sound like you just fucking woke up, mate.
No,
Mm.
I'm talking to you. I'm not asleep. That's if I'm dreaming.
Mate, I bet you know a lot of dad jokes, don't you?
Nah, I know racist ones, but obviously I can't say it. I won't finish it off right, but I'll tell you, why is the bottom of the ocean so dark? I won't finish it off. Or should I? It's not like it's not like the N word or something where you get banned.
Or text it. Put the punchline in the chat.
Nah, because I don't know if it's better if I say it. I'll spell it out because BLACK, people can't swim.
That's terrible. That's terrible. And with that,
Okay, so basically,
and with
you
that,
know,
and with that, I want to
okay,
end the life
so
because
you know, no,
I
you know
got
what he
I got to
does,
make some
yeah.
dinner as well.
No, because he was on. Okay, so I was on Bobby's live too bad. Yeah, I was on his live, and he goes in the comments, rise me, rise me, rise me, rise me, and Bobby wouldn't. So I go to Bobby, just rise
Oh
him.
shit!
I've seen him on
Oh
Rosie's
shit!
live, and he seems to be okay.
The top customer yada.
Listen,
The top
that is one of the worst jokes I've ever heard in my life.
the top customer
I
yada
just had
has
to come up here and
arrived.
say that as well.
The top the a nine Kazi
Arrestre my
brother.
brother.
A9 Kazi brother. Top
Arrestre my brother.
the top customer yada has arrived.
Kasmeyara. Listen, I just come up here to say that was the worst joke I've ever heard in my life.
Your input was
He goes
great.
to too bad the other day. He goes to too bad the other day. Oh, there's too many Pakis in Alam Rock, and then too bad dropped
I've got a
in the
restriction.
comments, and we couldn't stop laughing.
I've got another restriction because of that goal.
And oh damn it!
But Anon, you should come on earlier, innit? Because we're about to wrap up. But it was pretty,
Yeah,
pretty
I
good
just come up here to say that was the worst joke I've ever heard in my life. He was expecting you to laugh as well. That's the worst thing.
Nah, I'll laugh
He actually
something.
stopped at the end of the joke waiting for you to say something as well.
You know,
Oh, mate.
Anyway,
But
I'll
I
catch you.
think he does that deliberately.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen him on some lives before as well.
Mum, he was on M25's live the other day as well.
I think he's 19-year-old.
Yeah, he's 19.
Yeah, like
He needs to up his jokes. Let me tell you.
he does. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah, he
Come
does
on,
that.
Naruto, fix up, bro. Like,
Definitely.
He needs a
to.
software update. That's what he needs.
bro, he needs a hard reboot, bro.
So yeah, that's true. GB, we need to take precaution and protect ourselves against other people.
100%, bro. Like at the end of the day, A9, you missed the whole shebang. How we talking about how we should be prioritizing unity over division. But I think to be fair, yeah, despite your sometimes you troll, yeah, but despite all that, you do actually have some very good points. So it'd be good to have you on when I'm next live, innit? So we can just go through things, mash things out, and actually A9. So you can because the thing is A9 is actually A9 does actually know quite a few things, to be fair, which is good. You know, that's the type of knowledge that you wanna bring forward. You get me?
Yeah, don't let the inbred accent just fool you. A9 knows a lot more than that as well.
My knowledge is conservative.
Bro, he's about to Bro, he's about to remap the live. Bro, he's about to remap the live.
Gonna remap it as well. Like the RS3 cause
I'm basically just to give you a brief overview here before I go off. Basically, we're just basically holding this because basically I've got strong financial banking partners that are looking to bankroll quite a lot of the things that we've got in mind in it. So this is basically our chance to start bringing up our people together and start invoking the change that we all recognize need to be done and need to be implemented. You get me?
That sounds good. What are you doing here? What am I seeing here on the screen?
Oh, so this is just a drawing. So this is a drawing. So this is a drawing of a project that I'm doing. This is a project that I'm basically working to add like about 1.5 million pounds to the end value of this property. So just live streaming my work while I'm doing a bit of a Q&A / ask me anything regarding basically what it is that I do, and B what the different types of things that we're basically bringing into the UK basically to start alleviating a lot of the social and community issues essentially. But yeah, like main thing is community unity based because
my connection is breaking up.
Yeah, I was talking about stuff like STEM academies, new healthcare, new houses, and there's other things that we can be doing, but we're also looking into resetting the mortgage rates within this country. So if we get what we get what we need to get, we would be able to slash mortgage rates in half, slash them by half at least, essentially. But yeah, lady, it's great having you guys here. I'll be
you too as well. Thank you so much for your time.
You're always welcome on my lives as well.
Yeah, likewise.
Because
just FYI, I'm basically doing this every other day, just so like we're building up that market research and just start gathering people from all corners of the UK to start actually invoking change within our local communities.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, bruv. So yeah, see you guys. Have a lovely rest of your evenings. I'm about to go make some fat munch, bruv.
Yeah, you too. Chardikala,
bro. Take care.
Okay, take care.